them touching game no. What's why half? No, what half against them?
And they make teenagers a Jumano Moyeno and Yinasiano. I know it in Papa Babia Minyam sauce to the
Oh, their sauce, right?
Sebabia, but Jumano more born and then I see kids.
Kwame Poku dear. Where is the under 20?
Hey, is that a baby? No,
Mister, before you scored a goal,
by Suya Coat, La Crop Yadi. Is that the under 20 striker? By Suya Yanko.
DIABY, and then you raise so you have a sense of another fine match between Arsenal and then Bayern Munich, Emirates Sports Stadium. But then say, share these particular two football clubs. We are talking about Bayern Munich. When it comes to Champions League, that club has been able to win a lot of titles as compared to Arsenal. They are yet to win a title in the UEFA Champions League. And let's not forget, say, the last time Arsenal Football Club so into the finals of the UEFA Champions League was far back in 2006. Of course, when they played against Barcelona, and then Barcelona was able to win against them. But in terms of Bayern Munich, the last time that we saw Bayern moving into the finals of the Champions League and then even winning convincingly was against the game that they played against PSG Football Club. At the time, Hans-Dieter Flick was the coach for Bayern Munich Football Club, and then he was able to win. But when you compare the number of quiet matches at these two football clubs, Bayern Munich is actually dominating over Arsenal in the last 14 games that they've played. 14 games, and 4 wins in Arsenal Football Club. Then you get FC Bayern Munich almost winning 7 on that particular level. Then 3 draws in the Ediama, the side of Bayern Munich, and I said these particular two football clubs. That shows you perfectly. Say these two football clubs, whenever that they will actually meet. Papa, a friend said, the team called Bayern Munich will always try as much as possible to dominate over Arsenal Football Club in any other moment. In terms of goals that this particular two football clubs have scored, 45 goals and 16 goals for Arsenal, and then 29 goals and a Bayern Munich for Etimi Ashe in that particular level. So that tells you, say, when Arsenal is here, the side of Bayern Munich, the goals that they actually score are quite limited. But then in the last couple of games at Bayern Munich for Swabono, they've been able to level up 4.0 goals per game. And it tells you, say, when they meet any other club, goals they score close to about over 2.5, and also Etimi Boa Emma Arsenal and as a Bayern Munich Football Club, Etimi Enya a convincing win against most of these particular opponents. Ubenya Ediama, the side of Arsenal Football Club. But then we are going to watch a beautiful game at these two football clubs. Ebetimi a parody Ediama Omwa and Kasahon. Why am I saying this? Because of how these particular two clubs has been able to have it upon themselves, and they have been able to close in with the number of games on Mabo, especially with the coaches that the dugout or Ediama, these two clubs. With the exception of Mikel Arteta, Arteta would now play the 4-3-3 system, not the same positional football that he played against Tottenham Hotspur at the time. Now, the 3-2-3-1 tactical system for the Arsenal Football Club. He will chance to play the 4-3-3 system unless you beat him as a Eddie Ama the side of Mikel Arteta with his tactics of Eddie Ama the side of Arsenal Football Club. The same thing applies to Bayern Munich Football Club. Bayern loves to play the 4-2-3-1 tactical formation. With that particular tactical formation, they depend on most of these things. And also Bayern Munich for team travel over Arsenal Football Club. But when you are checking about Arsenal, first starting lineup possibly a bit my year you might the side of Arsenal Football Club. Then you talk about 4 back and a bit my year you in the left full back position. We should expect Ricardo Calafiori, who will maintain that particular positional awareness for Arsenal Football Club. The left centre back definitely will become Henka Paulus now in the absence of Gabriel Megahesa or no air doubt to actually play this particular game. Then the right centre back will be William Saliba, the main sweeper who will be occupying that particular porous spaces. I will be Ashelde Piero Henkapai in the defensive structure of Arsenal Football Club. Then into the right full back, you get Obisa Jiroin Timber or Nobitima Sergi Akoinemu just to open up in that tactical swift play or overloading in the right flanks of Arsenal Football Club. Into the midfield, expect Bartos Zubimendi and then as the Ebetimi Ejina in Finfiho. Then you get Declan Rice on number as a traditional number 8. Or my partner Bartos Zubimendi on number as a deep line playmaking actor. The technicality and his technique over the midfield for Arsenal Football Club is actually solid for that particular club. Then Leandro Trossard on the left flanks Bukayo Saka on the right flanks, then you get Mikel Merino, Nusubeti now Edema Arsenal. Maybe Victor Gilchrist may be a doubt for this particular game, but when he is actually ready to play for Arsenal Football Club, we should expect that he can easily lead up that particular tactical line for Mikel Arteta for Arsenal. But so we'll check these kind of things echo to them Arsenal. Now production and flip the first tactical method then for me. When we talk about these kind of things, sometimes people thought it was say because Arsenal try as much as possible to actually start their 3 back. All those who shall say with the 4 back, but of transition with 3 back, not making sure say Calafiorino will become an inverted midfielder, supporting Martin Zubimendi, and then Papa Efrense Declan Rice in the midfield. Sometimes Declan Rice now Obo as a traditional number 18 together with the Martin Zubimendi, Ebo in the rotational policy, especially with Martin Zubimendi coming in as an inverted right full back. No will push it during Timber Amana Kwenemu Kakra. When it becomes like that, when you say Bukayo Saka are also able the rotational policy together with Mikel Merino in attacking moment of Arsenal Football Club. When it becomes like that, during Timber add a lot of quality width in that right flanks of Arsenal Football Club. They say me switch that particular first tactical lineup now. You talk about the 3 back of Arsenal Football Club getting Ricardo Calafiori inverted himself as a midfielder, supporting Martin Zubimendi, and then Papa, if I say Declan Rice in that particular tactical midfield. So yes, I now what Mikel Arteta episode say or say uja a lot of numbers in the midfield. So we go against team and as a club and the coach no philosophy. A idealistic system of coaching. Idealistic meaning that say about total dominant system of football or possessing more than he tries to cover up, especially in the central midfield of the opponent. No release the ball on time. That is why Mikel Arteta tries to obitima stop those kind of clubs no more the total dominance football, idealistic system of football no, against any other club. So you will get a bit to say Arsenal who will be doing that kind of magic, especially in the midfield for the side of Mikel Arteta. Now, you call the second picture. Now, I was telling you about how Arsenal do the overloads when it comes the right flanks of Arsenal Football Club. The game that I actually analyzed against Tottenham Hotspur, the command the catcher say Mikel Arteta tries to beat overload the right flanks of Tottenham Hotspur or Manchester. That has been the transition period of Arsenal Mikel Arteta at any moment in time. Arsenal beat me about a lot of transitions at the side of Mikel Arteta. See a picture no at the you will get it in the moment. Martin Zubimendi, Declan Rice, and then Bukayo Saka try as much as possible. But you the next one. Try as much as possible to create 4 solid, players in the right flanks of Arsenal or Manchester opposing half, just to create numerical superiority and make sure say the weakest link with team opponents they can try as much as possible to channel those kind of passes over there. So we'll share Bayern Munich Football Club now. Baby what the weakest link and say baby weak Nankasa Ewano that left side of Manchester flanks and on the left side of the attack. And I think say so we'll check it and clearly it tells you say almost weaker link was that
Doso papa ni na zenra UEFA Champions League matches JPD team course yere update ne ba ababe rame team yere amane UEFA Europa League matches outdona na JPD na team course luta ere update eba on the latest info paying perfect ana slot sene alter Liverpool ara okoro or the baba be rame team yere amane ebe rafie na ya babe din komo the MTN FA Cup and a run of 64 no etimi esha se ne esan to aso a yere hon sem ni nyina babarenra big game call so e wo London. Now we are happy with us normal performance na 0207543637 0207543637 and baby a order text message NOSM ebomode etimi FR ye brehe na ya kinkan etimi yere amount no join ye live on Intintan video no so Fakye TV on Facebook kunya wa like wa share wa comment Fakye TV on YouTube on sunya wa subscribe ne kama pa wa like wa share na boa na nema de ye pa etimi ede amount ri entra na yese mo hu hia ye pa izaza madaroma and I'm a boy you chido me nya ho de ba e ba be jamu timi eye adwuma no me dino ABOU Luta Roberto Amano ne Habi Mohammed Maisho Ricardo Vaz or more ewo fidemo a Shannon so say ni Abrantia your friend Benas area executive producer ɔde nneɛma toto na kɔn ɛboa na ebi bi akɔ yie paa etimi ɛde MIU Kofi Philip Master P ɛna afei so no Eddie Blay yɛwɔ MC Malik na Joe Caesar ɔmo nyinaa ka bɔ ma ɔmo bɔ yɛ kyiri ɔmo ɛde dwumadie no ewura metimi ɛde ama ɔ ɛna afei ɔba Radio Voice agya kama n'akyi ɔrɔ ɔde kyerɛ mo MC Awa Chidi Junior Aki Ola the programs manager Abe Kuku Ekuochi ɔmo nyinaa ɛboa na ntoto yɛ no ewura mo kama ɛde ama nto yɛ na yɛn yɛ ho quick yɛ kɔ ɛde ba pɛ straight up yɛ bɛ kɔ na. Tina Luta or na Niji ne ade sonko ne nyina nse so team mu ada yara bisa se score line no ye sensen ana abeka se ye share sen on share bisa se ye sensen kra ye share sen ti Arsenal ra echi inform Bayern Munich etimi abomo a na ano eden part mu adwe chenamra 0207543637 ebe na yakenkan etimi area ma na abo na ne ma de da ye pre etimi era ma sraka sere call etimi emfa emma Millennium Constructions maka era cho se elsma sidinti yere discount chichirichi pa na aba adankwa me he ya we nei me pacho wo fie na wo hwemi ana utie mi a e simple kra yes discount ne ya de a e ya abode nyina ne se esma se ne ba Millennium Constructions ne orebewe wanum no fato asase na de tie yes e full plot era pe half plot era pe quarter plot era pair on the video no to so na hwe asase ne da ho tiga ene da baby yi esan wo krom kakra bi na wotwia ni nyina se ya yiyi so yeriki aka se Millennium Constructions there opa dance won ema bia o maso ere wo so risans o mo ere adwo mo de atum wo Ghana ha dwumadie bi o mo di bia na ya de da mu sonko o mo interior estate development akonya na ba asase ne da ho yamsen na eze kakra kapa eze adankwa ame ya 0244274084 0244274084 na wabomoden any Millennium paying for edin komo na yaboa na bibibia adaye timiera meizaze odebeto ade betwa wanum no fata asase na David bi no benya so mfaso obedidi ho onana bedidi ho medidi ho na onana edidi ho onana nkanso edidi ho ti Millennium se watete so edi ama obi bia o sika no eni so kra de per half plot ni bi na bibia wono so de adankwa me wo krompa 0244274084 na woram na boa na niam akoyie kama pedi ama Gengimen Dental Clinic yanko na yankonko ye yesini ye ema yenum nyehwam na emwa na bibia enkoyie premfama na sedete yeze no nya ha kakra wo se ho a ewo so nya dentist a obre no aboa na wo se no niam akoyie pedi ama Gengimen Dental Clinic Doc Sebra na omwa na nya afa hodie ne nkomo na ye simple kra de tereze ozinei oba baberama root canal treatment no dodo mu sen no wanya ha kakra bi won kaka no ye obebi ebehwe ne yatu de ye ntu no ye be ni bibi be boa na wetimi area redompe enkonkofa ya no emfa emma biem se ne wadidi ama ne ma bi aka council no kwa scaling and polishing ye be yi ni nyina fi on kawankawa no ye twi wanuma room na waruma ewiwi am after no teeth white na apa ye bi pi so etimi area ma braces no maka sese no ba kusia ya na nkofo frostable grass na ebasa ya na enye fekra e dia wo so okona oye hwe na ye de tutu ye etimi area ma na onso no utimi enya ne ye panti o se no wo so kakra ni nyina akọ mu nim kwan a ye befa so ye be na nema adayi so etimiera ma so si na atu na pese ye hye wanam no Gentleman Dental Clinic ena ne opeso si no si good ana silver e simple kra oso si ka sem de dia bra kakra wo no fabra beto ase ye hye ase enye adwuma no mezaze dog se odwen won ka ho echen sika awode ne ba wa ye adwuma kakra etwia de akara ne ma adadi da ma Ghana omo obebi bia Accra branches no eyemienu Kumasi Abreport Junction there's a band to my way no Abreport Junction opposite na just know here opposite Abreport Junction honanu raha on the total Regis filling station there on the cheaper hono mo bejuma techima magazine kenten kwan no so obenyo omo call for idia omo Central Police Station afra o opposite GCB bangu omo Tamale to Shegu opposite post office no omo MTN office no 0598 731 823 0598 731 823 na 0559 1395820 0559 1395820 o madaroma ye romona afia manone nkomono ato aso kama pere ama ken bibia aboko de
nyanyam bakwaku ho ye na so
ye so ye ho ye pa na me ze mo wen yi mo ye yi sa
aimfo
asna for na wen yi de ze Champions League ye mondu bibia
efini abaso ne edi
efini be na aba
opomofo ne de na mo apaso osoko was 1-1 asete was ato nti say yaka osoko na no your friends Tottenham game no North London derby em na osoko nti say asete eye ba mu nchin nti say ebato a eye Chelsea
that's all the Chelsea be ye near my weekend
yes ye betien wo mo ye be Chelsea for perform ye be mo ma brom ho ase ese opanyin ho ni hwe no o abachen London ho no e Arsenal dia
enye Chelsea dia
derby da akwada pon wa mo achechede Chelsea kasa yen kasa bebre sa team ben this particular season ni tadua jamu sin abele wo so aba esere Arsenal team ben stop ba mu nchi mi bisa question
ke fa me kwa ma no ne
kwa mpacho wadaroma mi na kwanya se mi bisa wo na so mi se oni demu team ben na ewo Europa season 2025-2026 season na omo 18 games unbeaten Arsenal stop e wo mo
minim team ko
unman kebe bua
minim team
unam daade eya ka no kurabu dia bi
na minim team kura no
so concern wow wadin to twanya fe
minim team kura
eya Arsenal ba so Remote not to pansam sam wakunya do for the first time wako Greece akọ we no see nyaa wo
onko ama no ne ana aya mo fa Champions League je
afiti ben stop
na mo fa league elu ne hia why mo ji league 2004 mo njibie mo ji league na mo fa Champions League
o de e kasama
why elu ne hia wajibi ana fa Champions League je na fa league elu ne hia why ye kwa ama no ne e de bi twa so ye kwa ama no ne
right, Brennan Simpson. Now you're breaking it down. Now you're touching it down. Now you're knocking it down. Now you're dajajajamu power. I'm on now. Right, Brennan Simpson. Now you're breaking it down. Now you're touching it down. Now you're knocking it down. Now you're dajajajamu power. I'm on now and some tower dewa and now you're making shots here. Ewo under 17. Walk up a toga. Ewo kata no kasai. Third and fourth. And you're up and away. Now ultra under 17. Power cup third and fourth. No, me pato Ekopma. Brazil and Italy. and a team ball a third and fourth na third and fourth no ban awie na urama na se omame pacha ye friend no Italy and Brazil elbow 0-0 pacha third and fourth now they are not to swam me na ye adwuma kwe name na urama third and fourth no me no kasa e kwe 0-0 90 minutes na mum e call penalties mum me friend Italy e winning pacha 4-2 ama urama under 17 World Cup omaya ye friend Italy and a torso makuma komiensa omanya the bronze medal at the aircraft our FIFA under 17 World Cup eguswa etoga ewo kata na uraba me pato final game no 4 p.m. and ebetoga and Austria under 17 omobo against omo friend Portugal na ensempio me tempa na me pato me Austria omo journey to the final uramo Austria so for mo aircraft no mu pem ewo kata and sanoma pem under 17 omo World Cup final games omo boy kwan omo 2 year and sanomo pem eso ewo me pacho final no ensem pinaba na urama senate omo first game omo winning 1-0 Saudi Arabia and watch no omo win omo second game 3-0 etia Mali and ukwa omo third game omo chi New Zealand omo 4-1 and omo South boy actually Turkey me pacho omo chi Tunisia Tunisia 2-0 omo South Peru pay England omo frimo Austria and chi England bomb 4-0 England dom frimo bachi Japan Japan 1-0 ansa no omo ramo 7 finals no Italy omo she Italy come here no Italy antimiante entu ramo Austria omo Jenny ansa no be ramo the final under 17 World Cup eguso to kata and empana wie game some by results and I'm Diamamo mami Portugal omo Jenny to under 17 World Cup final na Portugal dia so emu ode na ukoroma omo first game omo chi New Caledonia omo 6-1 omo second game omo ni Morocco and omo chi Morocco Morocco 6-0 and we omo third game omo chi Japan Japan Portugal 2-1 football ABOU me pato Japan chi Portugal some 2-1 and Portugal and Equafana and watching Roma Belgium and Portugal under 17 share Portugal winning 2-1 and watching Bashir Mexico and Portugal share Mexico 5-0 and watching Roma net pato Switzerland and also Portugal actually Switzerland under 17 bomb 2-0 and Uramu semi-finals omni Brazil ball 0-0 and Portugal and the penalties winning ekopem on the final and the final setter about 4 p.m. Toga and no on my friend Portugal under 17 and Austria under 17 and at the airpem so not mami Mason Greenwood not me yet to p.m. for MMO o Becca Nanwada maybe touching it down at the Mamu Mason Greenwood former Manchester United player Becca was Yakai Bakubi Dama England national team na urama na CF Jamaica na Mason Greenwood wanya ni citizenship Jamaica wanya ni passport so we Jamaican ama Jamaica said the Reggae Boys qualify premo the World Cup na urama Jamaica football federation person Mason Greenwood ekopiem as what the World Cup ebetuka my friend America Mexico and Canada na players Sakadma the Reggae Boys ball Edma Jamaica national team someone said that possible unfair at there ball qualifiers no not Mason Greenwood no hey that time no one name as a Jamaica ne na football mpany for Jamaica no munim as Mason Greenwood na CF Jamaica a day and man by them a passport man force no I'm not a book qualifiers in be and ne my portam na fe o referee Mason Greenwood e be chana sun tem dia bomb or person kwan montasia da players no o run na your friend Mason Greenwood so wa more qualifiers and some fata as Obaba the World Cup, the tournament proper, and to Koromo Jamaica, Mason Greenwood, as some Anyaba, plus someone Tassia Federation for a person with the bar, and no at the Tapamaswa, me Pia Jamu, as so at Jamamunavia, and what you so, not me patron, my pointer, Jeffrey Idrissa, Ghana Guy, one Michael King. Me patron video no eno na tasubaka no Monday ena yedema wo ese Manchester United and Everton bo game ema teammate akontokwa Idrissa Gana Guy obo Michael King obo Michael King obo nasum na obo Michael King asum no ekwensempe na ne ukorama me patron reconcile bom amoma un say your football no bo entokwa eni omuntam na obu amomo boxing gloves and obiasha bako and omejina the winner Ghana Guy the winner King and consale womo ema bibia yen kama say mpacho afani afanka yen kasa babi for emefankodi and e ka nenta na ka oto say omu ye teammate omu po e team pako eno sa player Ghana Guy and Michael King eno adia pami jamon eso adia mamu na otwode no so na mpacho mami Atletico Madrid omu training no onam dade one shampabwa onam tade ne nice sisi form and the pin Atletico Madrid here and the uchomu training omu ya barefooted omu shampabwa and a Pablo Simeone Diego Simeone ema omu ti training ya dwenwa ya ntase football we coacher Lampard Tofia kwa Lampard Tofia kwa Chilpa Lampard Amante United coach Suasa training webe on se place omun she boot omun she hose omun barefooted and omun training na goalkeeper Jano Black good news about and the ultimate complete training section as for Admatima your friend Atletico Madrid after omun barefooted rantos no not me pacho rama na hadoma she puta omun training am bia kama and no idea by me breaking it down no ma touching it down and jama me patcho Real Betis video no ni nyina say and omu game ball na usha omo Ramo Hotel omo restaurant prepare for the game na Anthony the Brazilian winger Anthony the Brazilian player former United omo player no a passer plus omo ya guy no omo nantenefe no wadinte kakra no wakunkon kakra footballers no sa nante no as Ash Town nante na omo jaberam na supporters no bebre abegu Real Betis omo hotel na nim na was a place cross inside autograph at Real Betis players no na bia so etimi fanfa bia etimi kama eno adiaba me touching it down aso adi amamo mame Barcelona training no na me fan kama sem ni nyina ne se ene uram of Barcelona training section aso etimi aba so na training section na Barcelona na good news Pedri ene otimi training training ma bia aso etimi kama na Rafinha aso etimi training ama bia so kama na utwa the winning team pa na se Rafinha any Pedri and no more the winning team omo hwa ma bia kama na me pacho ma me abrana bossa omo eja me pacho drilling skills back runter omo eja enie pa sinkire papa sinkire Scopa to mana and no omo eja no bomani yefe omo bona ye de and no Barcelona training no and ye Jamami Femi Lopez and wabo game no 100 eso at the amatima your friend me pacho Barcelona enti omo ya special jersey presentation eso at the mano just omo twemo 100 at the Femi Lopez am be ye come after training no boy no diamete eso mo premo Chelsea Femi Lopez akopra na ni prani din sampinapa boy na epatran chai 2 weeks now within 2 weeks Femi Fermin Lopez Petran games one to MOB Dedican Barcelona Deportivo Alaves home on Timmy Mobe and watch against Atletico Madrid and also one Timmy Mo Real Betis away and also one Timmy Mobe Frankfurt and home and also one Timmy Mo Diameter say likely as a Fermin Lopez or Baba Baka na game against Osasuna Baba home no and a beer no matter down na the fitness improve ya or petimi aba no about to kama at the Ama Barcelona and no at Deba na me patro Sasine and me Orion friend Gerard Martin na Omasano Aba Nina so last season Champions League. Na goalkeeper Chelsea. I say game team a boy against Inter Milan. Na sa game no na urama anu dem. Was after some Barcelona ye. Na boyfriend Gerard Martin. Asia best in a year. O suye treasure draw. Na niswana no dem. Na wotete mama. Na wotete boy. Eho na owura. Your friend goalkeeper Chelsea. I saw quite Gerard Martin obisa say. Urafi story, Urafi a choir for Swa, and no one drew football, where we now part, and was so show dene, not unya take skin. A whole Anna was essentially a catcher. I said 2 years ago. Now we see a kind of small stadiums. Oh, and now we see a kind and nurture one for Champions League semi-finals. I'm a bear kama at Chessa Brabo calling him. Nasene one for semi-final. Nasia show you from the next thing as a Opako final. The bear come because 2 years ago now Gerard Martin Obo small stadiums are and Nessa Obo Champions League semi-finals. Our bigger stadiums. Our me patro bigger stages are. Chassa Brabo football, sir, any city. Was I told him, look where you are. This is the San Siro, a bathroom. Tama na ora bathroom no and what do actually no na osa kwada no e de cheche no re enu e motivate no e ba bia e ye kama enu e de empa sasine diamete say ono so e ya dese o sofa enu e diamete ni nyina no say owura no chese wanya bottle bi amfa e ya ne ha dwen onso wusie de ye diama so obobi pa enu ensama ba ye de amama me fenti favade and the rumors no me patcho wa crash no yes game ya crash next game no ya pon game ya crash house no next game no ya pon say some more penning na all Ali from Saudi Arabia boy no at the statement as for at the ABOU na statement na that's all me patcho say after a week in which a lot of things were said about us we are now more united than ever. Nesenade and Kabumpa na Pemo Remodeled was him having Vini and Mbappe in the team is luck, but playing with the best team in the world and the committed group is a great honor. On a personal level, I'm working to return to my best level. The coach has always been by my side, supporting me and doing everything he can to help me continue to develop and help the team. It's not, it's not always easy, but the technical staff and the players are more united than ever. And no, said Don Florentino Perez, Ebakacho say Omuchomumu, and better tintin poyapa. The big boss, or the final decision, Alonso, or Kase Emreberu, or Kase Empuna, Ebepuna, and ne coach no or support no on Onipabiako, coach Tanechi, and no Ayan Sama, Fedi. Vavade and the Babon Tabatuda or the Aya statement, not me Pacho Urama and Sempina Eba, Nina Sa Opena, Jafrano Aya, Kylian Mbappe, or no, and a winning Jofa, Champions League. Player of the week, Opekaya and Opai, yet the Champions League. Player of the week nominees, no, yet the Abraham, na Ultra, Mbappe, so Girassi, Vitina, na Omuna Momo Epre, na after about 20 banner, Nessa, a open Mbappe, a kicky boy. Kiki Mbappe Lotin or no and Timenya Champions League a player of the week and a Jotos me and Vitina or no a place second and a Rama Opamiyang as a place a third and no a Gaponema Pierre Emerick Emiliano Francois Aubameyang so me patrote and Sew Girassi in your fourth position and no edge dawa ye jamu so edamam na net me patro just Barcelona the meeting so Roma game against Bilbao no just Ora your friend Lewandowski Rafinha and Jamal omo antimi so far and Shasia as a status name next game against Deportivo Alaves, Lamine Yamal, Robert Lewandowski, and Rafinha. Omo epesha stay together. Omo pestate at the Amahans flick team now. Roma for nom de mao. As omo pe Joshua Zexi. Omo peno a loan with option to buy. Now omo a contacte Manchester United. Boy ne eka yes and ra at the check Roma. Bob Econom. As omo facilitated deal no. Na se facilitation. Etimi ewie paya ono opepa say United wonya bi mo ono opecham or World Cup eswako that them say Roma omo approval any agent commission ni nyina no omo assorte omo wie say akasa United page agreement no tum na omo wie loan with option to buy no buy no January ono so awram e wo team my friend AS Roma na bi bia so ayekama eno edamente na dem say Roma so no then I just a restriction and the sofa restrictions at down so at say January a bet me auto player as soon as so much as some pet moment to talk Joshua Zexi what January winter digital transfer ma batray then summer between 25 to 30 million euros the aquatabri center bring no piaso e kama Ruben Amorim the meeting as so catch champagne for Sergeant Rightcliffe more as so somada where there or per wing back and to moment kwan na on try potentially available na Ruben Amorim at the San 72 ga the meeting sanoma pefa on permanent kwamane to wing back apa na Casemiro also on one yellow card away next opinion penya automatic 1 match suspension our Premier League and tiswonim na se okopeke ni 6 booking what me pacho game omo program ya na se akwede anasa the 7th yellow card na bed already opeke ni 6 yellow card against Everton Bromlus 1-0 me pacho na no ata Old Trafford no pass Patrick Dogu ono so on patrol 1 yellow card away na ono so 1 game ban or possible Premier League no and no at the airbar me judge am breaking it down as so at the amamom na Manchester United omo say Harry Maguire omo ye dombe timpia Harry Maguire obeko very place no na omo so ma start René omo boy be your friend Jeremy Jacquet or no and so far me patch omo pese omo tenepa na very place boy na your friend me patch Harry Maguire na Brian Kama na Manchester United supporters na fans bi ada Ruben Amorim omo dana say ese ene Ruben Amorim hu omo said o de ani die e ma omo a wo sifini kam e ba person sign autographs sign and omo twa pictures no omo sasa money janom ye humble or brand one say na omo dono omo peta na chi omo di sa braba ya someone chimonka oduru baabi a ofro oduru baabi a usane sa so na coach na kwakoye omo tada chipa eno ede pama me Babatov who kai sa play away Dimitar Babatov na oro we mrebo paduma edima tima your friend of Manchester United na me patron exactly 15 years in a single game or share 5 goals our Premier League na e passa only me part of 5 players per and the Premier League no pakusemo omo timi ayabi ese on a single game omo asha 5 goals yo antico now trap me part onu ayabi Manchester United we need 9-0 etia Ipswich Town and no owura frɛ no ɛyɛ Antico ɛhyɛ ɛyɛ goals mako 5 Sergio Aguero Man City hyɛ Newcastle ɛyɛ 6-1 ɔno nkwa ɛhyɛ 5 German Ntifoy ɔno so yɛ Tottenham a ɔmo winning 9-1 tia Wigan ɛno so ɔhyɛ 5 goals na wura Alan Shearer Newcastle ɛtwa me patro Sheffield Wednesday 8-0 ɔno so Alan Shearer ɛbɔ 5 goals ɛna Dimitar Berbatov Manchester United winning 7-1 ɛtia Blackburn ɔno nkwa hyɛ 5 goals ɛno ɛde dawa yɛ jama breaking it down na yɛ dama mo na bibia ɛso atimi ayɛ kama ɛno ɛde bi breaki ɛde Mikel Arteta ɛne ebuso panyin wo face Chelsea na we dey say lai momo we dey say ɛda hɔ emu ofo emu amre wo se hwɛ sɛ wo person Chelsea game on papa kɔhwɛ ɔmo ne Barcelona ubeu sɛ game yɛ difficult and very tough ɛte ɛma Arsenal yɛn kasa yɛahyɛ baamu nkyɛn nti ekotwi ɛgya fam so wɔsi game bɛ very difficult ɛno yɛn nsɛm a Mikel Arteta ɛde to dwa Joshua Kimmich wɔsi Chelsea ɔmo ne baamu nkyɛn bɔɔyɛ ɛna ɔmo so ne Arsenal bɔɔyɛ no obewu ɛsɛ ogreti Chelsea deɛ no over Arsenal wɔsi Chelsea deɛ no deɛ wɔsi it was clear that it wouldn't be a game like one against Chelsea and even sasa was Chelsea then a football boy na Arsenal then a lot of dangerous balls and face long balls set pieces and no and summer or run edge to jam yeah jama breaking it down as to Timo Werner Diamante as some point or coincidence over Johnny Inter Miami as to our MLS in America baby Messi sina kind or pet Johnny Santi winter way na ono wakwakobo adwuma na bia so atimi ayekama eno ede eba Chelsea plane ese omo pese omo ye new stadium ewo mepacho El Court na Diamante ese ade na standstill ne nyina no se alternative planner omo Chelsea for ye ese nkom de Peland ewo bia omo pe no El Court no ade na ye den eso ede ama omo eno Diamante Liverpool Diamante so much interest for RB Leipzig Asan Wadrago omo pa akoda no so omunya akoda na babo omo so far akoda in the first season no ma wonya collab eso de ma German national team enti omo hwe de ebefa na onim se ana slot Diamante ancestor Liverpool panyin for hierarchy no eso omo back no na mom the next 2 games owura no ekodi ntwa ebeya den eso ede ama ana slot omo be pam no Liverpool players staff me patcho omonya day off on me patcho nyam pachina eno epepa no ma be patcho na bia so ayekama eno ejedawa ye jeja ma breaking it down eso Diamante West Ham United and Sunderland game no Liverpool super and an slot epetime jan kwai eno ejedawa mi jeja mo na ma breaking it down na Ronaldo onu kwa Ronaldo no was it all pay club eso ewo Madrid ye pap and all pap at the age of 40 already all prepare for life after football we a new luxurious venture and all program na yes osisa ne power ne private air club no o power on phone mobile phones are prohibited and me patch membership sir o person we membership of South Club brand a 15,000 euros and a pay na urama or locate our Madrid Golden Mile and no phones no photos and no edit 3 elite restaurants and a pay and a wine club and no na co-working spaces private offices and a podcast studio nina obeye ewo ma biaso ayekama enu emsunku malewa Ronaldo dia yedi amam ewo dwumade no so eno no na me pacho brand ko ma me ba mu nchen o ma rival eso na me mfa emamo omo anya touchdown after mu kolusu Arsenal omo anya touchdown eno ede eba yedi amam na me pacho ma me Erling Haaland na yebusan say most famous person one of phone so wine was a Jude Bellingham any famous person and Toni Kroos you can 4 players the re entimi emfida 4 players by was Cristiano Luka Modric and on Paul or Panina your friend Klose and Thomas Muller or me 4 players the rent to me fida now Toni Kroos my farmer say Obenya Abasobode, no aye 9th Cross of the Order of Merit of Germany from German President Mr. Frank Walter, no ebetodo VIP stand e open ABOU and obebona baso na bibia so ayekama yenyina so emfa nsema wodo a enne awiai ye bobo no ye tabri ne setabri wa TV so yemfa nsana international abu diabini team no emfa dia Kenya ento so emam international the super authentic man.
All right, so I can say a quote from Luther, Saudi Roma, it is some of your salty, now feed the also reno, or dinina abrel kama pa. Now, said I can say no, a call from my yabua for Sarah Makanamiguswa, Major Wadrin Cherenche, Merba na on your Facebook page or no, Mabe King Kamo messages in the on WhatsApp line is 020-754-3737. Dank Nature Healthcare Complex, ya can. Ere Charles said, Doc, ni juma di no dino, ya dear da mufwa. Ero bwe juma pika. Ni nyina ne se omonko a ena eye ene bia ba ko a okọ na okura momwaso ya yere aboa na yajo nkwa na wogina wona so mane wakoye pere ama de tia ne se do ka transe aye nwemu akikan kabia fim bibia bobom ahunze wiase nyina no enamu san yare ne yade a edi nkofo yie papa edi omunya na de tia ne so se dako o cheki wiase nyina nipa nkwankote kra no yeyo opepepepe ba ko eko kokoti a ya na areho ya na emwa ema niema wie paint ni afamantine oye oba wa no yin fi oro hwene wadua ma na yekru one be mehia ma na eyo ya odwunso a ya na ho hwehwe nam so ama ne ofafura na ase na de tere ze yeze nam nsan yare no esese ntino hu se ahya ase yezi abete ba kunu bi na ayeme na wakọ akotradu wanwe ya debi no ebe affect wakoma no okidni no na afi no o lungs no na ekokoba sa obewu ntem ebi kra time ko ekoko kan o liver na ya na emo amantoto yere nkoyie kra etimi emfa manto so ye be ma odwonso na emu apai owo na nso fita bi fu be ma mu ba udware anampo okọ ajana bi aso anso bi eguo wadua ama na yekru ututu ope na jeze ntimi nko abo bia o de ano so beba na Dank Nature Healthcare Complex tirie Dank Nature Healthcare Complex okwa ye beba modern na ye fiu na ye the machines na rera wo ahu yare no se de ho ha no esi etie ne ama odro papa etu ase ama anya fa hudie Dank adaroma ne nkofa ware no eyade a aso asotwan a omo enya bawuma ekọ manim mane makoye permanent tran baby nkase Johnson a moje ba no unim yare kroko akwakonoma do bia ba ko a omo ye specialist eno a na omo di wuduma no eye Dank Nature Healthcare Complex ko na yebo a omo zo wo ye funyare afabra yebetu ase dokudoku ere ama se na 3D typhoid na edunya ne nyina no ba be ramo Dank Nature Healthcare o maso ebe na yaso ano de ama wo ha obi a Fredrock ewa amayi so 0244 017 556 0244 017 556 na 0266 593 330 0266 593 330 opomo orwa ni chemo pechi trade number 2 a na jeze trade pechi number 2 na abomode na wetimi enyo omoko na yembo anane mankoye pa emfama Dank na ahoto fie maami rom na menkinka mo messages na kakra everyone on the Facebook no emfa emmamo mauze ne benji fancy sewa watch you live inside fancy sewa Sunyane Road Kotoko se kutu sebam undefeated no ashe. Ozi greetings to MC Achuma Wabija Sal, Honorable Wisdom Osebo Amokunkon. Wasiu Adam, this afternoon you guys are doing a great job. And I'm enjoying the show live and clear. At Ofoyu Chrome, Wasiu Adam, CK Foreign is former student of Techima, Jaku Community Day Senior High School. And Mauzene, Abrantia, Yefrene, Eklenem, Elijah, here. On New Road. Mbappe deserved the Champions League Player of the Week after netting 4 stunning goals. Greetings to my bro Joe Kemick, Fakye Sport, MON-FRI, Ephraim Sensor. Good afternoon, International ABOU. I'm Ephraim Sensor. Watch you live from Kran Kwanta, Doma West District. Madrid is the team. Hala Madrid. Pakwasi Fakye. I was in Ghana. Now you have time for analysis and discussion. I'm happy for my darling club, Real Madrid, for winning yesterday. From Sir Bobo, Agono Dobin, and Kwejo Babs. Good afternoon, ABOU, and you crew. DIABY United will give Woto to go to Bekum Chelsea this afternoon. Aaron MK. Good afternoon, ABOU. Arsenal North London forever. Let Luther King sing that song for we the Arsenal fans. Arsenal, Chelsea, watch out on Sunday. I'm enjoying the best sports show live from GOPDC Limited, Kare, Eastern Region. Nicholas King Kojopra, I've already told you people that the EPS for Arsenal, they are also in contention for the Champions League. Say Chochu, oh Arsenal, will kill me Abu. Now this is our moment and we will reign forever. Greetings to all teachers at Kumau Apostolic School. And Aaron D, Fakye Sport MON-FRI, and Konsu Kojo Chrome, Arsenal forever. Be red. Love you, boys. And I say, Hene, Bismarck, Abu, MON-FRI. This is Baroski from Brekum BP. Watch you live. Big ups to all BP boys, especially Olenu. There's Olenu Ashitaman on the dawn. Kwamna Daniel M. Nabla, MON-FRI, and whatever. ABOU Starboard watching the show live and clear. At Fumbem Airport, Fakye Sport, no size. What is happening to Kotoko? They should back up their performance. Greetings to Amansie Mem Airport. Kweju Space and my lovely father, no joke. Emmanuel Mensah, MON-FRI, and whatever. Maybe Prince Dankwa. Ozzy, good afternoon, Fakye Sport. I'm Kwame Network. Watch you live from Marseille. I'll say more update on Real Madrid and Aaron MK. Ozzy Abu, big brother, the maestro, is the best sports analyst of the week for predicting 3-1 win for Arsenal. Not easy like that. Kudos to him. If you are an Arsenal fan, or very mabia ni bibia. I will say, as for Liverpool, they must come to Ghana and play my hometown team, Kwabibrim United. Fakye Sports the best, and I'm enjoying the show live from GOPDC Limited, Kare Eastern Region. Nicholas Kempra, we are taking it match after match, Arsenal for life, and I Yeboah B-Scout. Nadiano Fakye Sports, no size. Greetings to my girlfriend, Brigitte Izabrekum. Live from Libya, Zintan, Hono Difi, Edeba, Babi Ramewanum, Tuzodiano, Ubetimi, Ebrena, Yakin Kama Pa, Eddie Amana Bois, Manema Koye Pretimi, on your WhatsApp line on 020-754-3637, 020-754-3637. Roma, na Yareno Sono, Yapomodi Etinia Kekere Ama Tunchi. Hi, Abu, good afternoon. I'm Tunchi from for Ayom. So please tell Lutake never to trust the Ghanaians because they can give him broken heart. Hala Madrid to us. So Prince Dankwa, hi, good afternoon. Fakye Sport. I'm Kwame Network. Watch you live from Asima Iribi. More update on Real Madrid. And Steven Captain Junior Abu. I wonder why Varas said Arsenal will lose by 4 goals to 2. Varas pa. I don't think you watch Arsenal matches. Daniel Coleman also watching the show live for Kenya. Say number 2 Jericho. Congratulations to my darling club Arsenal, the Gunners, and greetings Nana Kwame Mensah Bonsusheka at Fujeru. You are also Edeba Ebabi Ram no. Etima also the number a Ram of Facebook wa Fakye TV Erenia Keke Edia Ma Yede wa ba ba ya pe abeya for the bana diaka ato asera mamu ye ba sisia. on Facebook. Good afternoon, Abu. I'm Buka, watch you live from Answanye. Tell Arsenal that we will show that we are the world champions. Biaga. I've stopped watching Liverpool matches unless they sack Anna Slot. Watch you live from Akima Safu. Dogbe Edem. Good evening, is your boy Edem. And I'm watching you live from our Eastern region, Hala, Madrid. I do say Osborne. Abu, I'm watching the show live from Offensive Fakye Sports, No Size, and Abro, Emmanuel. Abu, kindly tell Kudus to up his game. It seems he's losing focus and doesn't fear by players again. He should he should turn dribbling to goals. Watch you live from Medilab. I'm Kellan Chia. Medio de Bayan on Tuzo no obetimi Edia Bah near Rena, Yakinketimi Edia Ma on your WhatsApp on Benjin Fancy Sewa. Watch you live from Fancy Sewa Sunyano, Korokose Kutu Sebam, undefeated no. I say you. Greeting to MC Achuman Wabija South. Honorable is almost Ebo Amokunkom. And well, good evening, Mr. Abu Diaby. Keep the fire burning. Extend my warm greetings to Mama Vida, Mama Julie, and our little sister Judith back in Seritano Chrome. Ishmael, watching live from Seritano Chrome. And a Fakye Sport No Size. I'm Chum inside Abasi Konfo Chrome. Honorifi Eramo. Hi, professional Diaby. You and your crew are reliable ones for always giving us fantastic Abu. It's time football fans, media personality have to stop predicting a player future. Whenever they start to pop up and playing well, because many things goes on in this game. Look at Yama. Nowadays, by big matches, there is a time he's even comparing to Messi, CR7 consistency. And to be best in how you to be best is how you end, not how you start. Hashtag Fakye Sports. Casting. Watch you live from Onsoko and on also Edebai. Good afternoon, Fakye Sports, and kudos to you all. I'm Abdullahi Adamu Danladi from Nigeria, Kogi State, Ajiokuta. Hey, Jirigu, Manyani ya Fakye. I love the sports program, but you guys should always help me with English language. Thank you. Have you seen that this Nigeria mine? No? Medino Abdullahi Adamu Danladi, bro. Hope everything is going on well. We do it here in our local language, so it's not our fault. We go do baby among kind of bro for non TV. Where is it from now? Or the Messi free Nigeria bus? Am I sure? Yeah, among kind of bro for non TV. From now on, you know the message bus our ratio no. From there, Bina, Mokoka, Victor Simi asem no. For your cause, I did not Abi Mokoye, Zaina Mokoye, Okoye comment naze. Nigeria for ja. The last time Mokoka was winning ball, but ja. Hello, boss. I'm Kakito, watching you guys live from Kipko Sabra. Keep the fire burning, and I will say hi. Abu, good afternoon. My name is Samson. Real Madrid defender did not do well yesterday, but still hala Madrid no deba. Ebe Ramos Peja, ma me sha se wo so na yemram na yenko yenim ni ade a meni baby a wo de fa e monitor tata wa na yenhwene yenko.
Okuyanchia ahwefo ne atiefo megide se obi ahoye. Ini nkomo. Ndra games bebre ko so ene ade ma wo se obi se monkanche mo kudu se ompeja na modern bo ma na meboa. Yeah. Bo no coach Thomas Frank na say ndem wo ye no hono no anko na betimi a chire because enye kudus nko na the form no aba from. I think that Tottenham as a club no the manager need to set up na ompeja na modern bo mu kakra. Things are not as it used to be when I almost started league. But I agree with Nipa no the message nearby. No, he's a Ghanaian and he wants the best for our Ghanaian brother. So we hope say Kudus will be able to turn things around quickly now. And Yamakuyi at the Yama Space and then on one and opening. We watch a lot of games and draw with interesting score lines, just snappy. Madrid for share Olympiacos. The results it's not something made me achieve because I knew that no Madrid because I even said it here, Madrid will win that game. But the boy Kylian Mbappe, I think that he deserves every praise via a one said Champions League so far games are yaboni yepobia. It has always been him. I agree he did not score against Liverpool and then I think Juventus too, he did not score. But we through the other 3 games now, 4 goals, hat-trick, and then 2 goals. Clearly tells you a modern bar akwadane in Champions League this season for Real Madrid. Yeah, more season no enko baby but in all competitions unia akekako 20 something, I think 21 goals so far to his credit. After match in St. John for any in command, one media person ko kan say be say ohun ne ho say Madrid say bibia gina so one share team no say no disrespect to adwuma na we no, but question na we be a big disrespect to me colleague no. E obi mu na pass ball no e the ball ne ba answer me say am say my adwuma na say I'm a striker, I need to score. The chances never, it is my duty to bank in goals. But before I score, and now say even after somebody need to protect the back line for club. Your friends say, but one thing watching the game, no me who and say I saw a bit of chemistry from players, no any the technical bench. As compared to Nansebe last one game and 2 games here. Now you are not only shut down who players no more bond they need, you know. Even when Vinicius, if we again you saw acquire any coach in the coach here, there were smiles. Oh, my name, we say, yeah, mastery, many team the NBDR. But I think that there were a bit of positives when it comes to players. No, how no more game conceding first, they were able to bounce back 10 things around. Eddie Binyasa results say your ball on my basso for Vinicius. Kylian Mbappe any other Gule. A more partnership. Kweku say Xabi Alonso ebe to also Real Madrid. I think that ibe who saw the any be why I'm saying so about to us because so through a new manager eba maybe the system, the philosophy, anyhow. So coach the band and Yamano will not free other Gule say the partnership now on Kylian Mbappe enya so far for the start of the season. Ebe to us now the picture on your screen. Maybe Gule at the ball ne echo drew. Anyhow, the weaker foot, and he was able to get that pinpoint crosser. Kylian Mbappe is suspending with him in that header. And to think that Obama reading the friend only didn't tell you because the Rebena was sitting on 5 things she goes. So Andrew getting that cross from other Gule, the weaker footer, and the Kylian in the first. But I think that Gule and the partnership on Mbappe is saying if Alonso ever talk or so Jumani say now other players will get to understand coach and the system and in the Juma all year there. Then Madrid have finally 2 players our partnership ama omenya good results in subsequent games opening from that game. Liverpool come on to say you who can be move.
What then?
But they say and penny for a meeting. Now, Fenway Sports Group, a meeting. Now, come on now, dinner with the chief executive, Mike Edwards, and come on and they said they will have to study whatever air course or our club, your friend said Liverpool. The best idea I was on my I will say club in for the money from now on my either the manager stays and now say a Pamano and a Beboa club now. Team said they will not hesitate. I've been reading a lot of articles from multiple sources. I've been say meeting the crown and Komobi woman. They will tell the manager say the next 2 matches are a dinner no. So when to me and we need Liverpool 6 points are Omobeja points. All these 2 games are Liverpool on any day. These are matches are I was saying Liverpool sorry so. Also quite way to West Ham United. Now we go home to Sunderland and on any day and shut that yet difficult. But the name position Liverpool finally almost say in their last 2 games are Omabon Kweku Otifio and Nottingham Forest Ebechin or saying 3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the next match or boy Ewofian PSG and Leuven. What about saying 4? 2 games Agopamana and your favorite grounds and Care Fortress were considered as many as 7 and was just a single goal. Clearly tells you say any man team are all finding it very difficult. Send the fear and Casa Obenya results. No. Can you trust that team to obey Marco West Ham Stadium or Olympic Stadium or London? Akwa results. It is difficult. Yahoo Sunderland former Demba or defy or Echo say Chelsea or Stamford Bridge. Arsenal team I know be say a difficult or the ball ever told Arsenal for Sunderland and Mushia before see a international break. They were able to score 2 goals past Klaba, your friends say Arsenal. So what it means is that the Sunderland boys are also determined irrespective of what they and how big you are. So 1 to 2 near my Sunderland are able to get points from you. And if these are the 2 games and slaughter, I'm afraid. And I think that's the near Meka Chama am Pijan and Modi Bonum Kekrea, who Sembeba. After Martin and Ramen times, and I got to know something. Liverpool last 12 matches. Kweku Oma lose as many as 9. They say the last time Liverpool entered that worst run of form, from November 1953 to January 1954. It calculates years, no. Na Ghana nya independent to say nya independent 1957.
Yeah.
Liverpool any see 53 to 54. November to say the November this year, and the Liverpool course our worst run of form. And the name and slot ABOU man Liverpool team and Koye defending champions are expecting match Eddie through more. Last season in the Champions League, so we anticipated say and Kafu they will better that performances. But clearly, so to fade appears we moving and the Baba show there. And my Jumani yet in the opinion. The hard and say oh so Liverpool team now and will be a match in Biano. There is no single player in the Liverpool team. Say Ubetima single the out because wait dear Liverpool and Koya say any power who show. And from the first person to the last person. Forget to go back once. So it was like I say, quick match now you're saying positive be any man. Ubetim do say so work say oh yeah Liverpool ni we the Liverpool ya there who now so e dey abom abaso. And new signings on about Obi and Timmy live up to expectation. But who and some pundits can edify Konate who the Liverpool problem is bigger than Konate alone. I must say ball eba on tackle. The so agree epma agree problems now Liverpool a woman. And also be defending ball from attack. Answer by 50 and some by good defenders. No, it is how guys said yes, there are times that individuals among from Swebu or what you can pinpoint or single out those ones. Not why I emphasize it, but we could collectively the Liverpool team performance it is not something that wait a year. I think the earlier the man sat down, analyze and yema 1 or 2 year enquiry, fix those problems for Liverpool the better. Mohamed Salah enquiry, Van Dijk enquiry, Iketike anko starting you know. Say or the Taria now why Alexander Isak or starting now and yet who free bench bar and yet why for a reason because most of us are quite good players and so how Liverpool team no at that and Senka new players then you should be counting on the old players. Last season old players no why not or drive Mohamed Salah to say on no results and nothing say per data Liverpool for one say MON-FRI Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez.
A reason in the same.
Reason is simple. I'm going to say any more. Iketike goals number, assist number, Alexander Isak goal number, assist number. But Darwin Núñez say on Shana assist number crowd or my pressing.
There's a woman in Bournemouth.
Or more go or more assist or more press it. But Darwin Núñez and your crown and yeah and then the press. Or by press ABOU other players no makana after 1 year. These players are not giving the goals, they are not giving the assists, and they are not also adding the press to Liverpool team. No, bra, you call by any say Luis Diaz.
Yeah.
Or no, so while my goals now, man, I'm not assist now. So, or you'll be a bit more running 90 minutes in the game. Now the press, not as well, or what energy the year, you other players now, I'm doing they are not doing it. Yet now, how you can't assemble. Time or pre-season on board, I think AC Milan say why game we remember catch us say Akwadana friends Rio Ngomuha. Ball na Akwadana air ball for Liverpool. Or pre-season no. Minya and Liverpool ever money quite. The next day na Kwekuba as better no catch us say wa team ni di signings no on person on we no. Say about 12 say ya nipa yare or Kwaku any e can say Liverpool enya obi omopa Akwadana ni future ade nti odwane free Chelsea. Emma Liverpool be far no. Saadi ni beto no kweku ene estaba o ball no obo aye gigi omo no enye no bi na akwara na your pre-season
yeah
ene ma nko ye no why can't Liverpool call on him to see but coach no pressure won so e be ni for crown fa akwara no be nya gidi woni
Dabi
eno na dey pressure no e dey abre owe friends and so nothing that baby ogina sisi en kweku he need to fix the problem if not they will fix him
Mate
so one one fix the problem now they will fix him. But for Bayern and Arsenal match, now I know I'm catching or say Thierry Henry said yes, just 30 seconds. Thierry Henry say Arsenal for once. He say they are not believing, but it is happening. Wow, share Bayern and Arsenal match nibi and Drana. Said the mark for the past 1 month. Say I perceive Arsenal winning something. I don't know what they win, but I see them winning. If it in the echo pem say maybe season, the difference between Arsenal and the winning trophy is a season in a week.
That
is the only thing preventing
Arsenal. Yebeza shia. Kwa wa bibi aboko de.
Nyamyadom.
Yakwa yehwe kakra.
Kwaku, I am someone that mostly I don't appreciate when people want to blame a whole situation on an individual.
Oh, okay.
Football is a collective effort. So when things are not going on well, we don't usually single out players to talk about them. And in Liverpool's case, it seems I don't know where Jimmy Carragher and Mohamed Salah. With the picture production or Fakye way, so munya de maya you see in someone or kind of Mo Salah. Kwaku, for somebody to play 18 games this season. Now Omao a year 5 goals and 3 assists in all competition. I'm not sure say that bad. That you be kind same way e dey afana ho. So what you say more Jimmy Carragher can I say I love Mo Salah and I respect him, but let's be honest, his legs are gone. He has been shocking these past few weeks. When Liverpool needed leadership and big movement, he wasn't there. You can't call yourself the talisman and then go missing in the biggest games of the season. If you look at Mo Salah and what he's done for Liverpool, we are only saying this because of what he's done for Liverpool. Said American 18 games and 5 goals and 3 assists. That is not bad for a player of his caliber and what he's done for Team FN Liverpool. If you look at Liverpool's problem, say the year defensive one, it all boils down to the coach and how he decided to fix Newman with team. Can you tell me, sir, the Liverpool problem currently, as a result of scoring goals?
No.
How many times can Liverpool defense how leaky goals? How are Liverpool structure and so me say from last season to this season? The first game of the season was against MON-FRI.
Yeah.
Look at where our own Antoine Semenyo far born free. Born in the toe net. We saw Konate and Virgil van Dijk how they defended that goal. And it's not been that goal alone. We've seen series of goals that Liverpool consider in that similar way and in that way. Why then we blame someone that is giving Liverpool everything that they yearn for? Before Mohamed Salah joined Liverpool, whatever they wanted to win, he's giving it to them.
Yeah.
The Premier League, the Champions League, whatever. These are the major trophies you want your star boy, your talisman to help you win. And he's won everything for Team FN Liverpool. If we can't give him his flowers, and then Nyoma will hear Kwaku, we can't be saying these things about him. Kwaku, you need your team defensively must be solid.
Yeah.
Make sure that solid before you see your attackers flourishing. Why then was Abraham friend Erling Haaland always angry at Borussia Dortmund? Because he was scoring goals and the defenders were getting goals. So always he was angry because the defenders were supposedly not doing their work. So for Mohamed Salah giving us 8 goal involvement in 18 games, you can't tell me that he's been bad. He on one own standard and the things he's done for Liverpool. These are the things we talk about. Carragher is speaking as if he won everything for Team FN Liverpool. But that is not the case. If you compare the two of them, and yes, Carragher England in and maybe because we are both games to do that one I need to check there. Maybe we are both games to do and the chain Mohamed Salah with Liverpool. What can you say? Say you can't be our legend in my team. You won't bring Mohamed Salah in. He's giving them everything. What did Carragher give Team FN Liverpool? Isn't it own goals and other stars? That thing he decided to do when it comes to Africa and players how he wants to address them. I don't think that is the best way. Mohamed Salah, he's only being Mohamed Salah. Tenka goes ni be my crowd you say, oh, goes ni be my. This is a player that whatever excess what the Liverpool diama. Yakwa Bontia causes a players about they should come and strengthen the team because so we a team as we speak currently. So we say Mohamed Salah will see from. So you need to prepare life without Mohamed Salah.
Yeah.
You went out to bring in players, and none of the players, apart from nobody is giving it the result we've seen, say Mohamed Salah. And so, Edema, he's giving numbers, he's giving goals, he's giving consistency with Team Liverpool. So I think they should respect Mohamed Salah. And the way things are going, I'm not the one to advise Mohamed Salah. And even where I sit, me call Mohamed Salah and take, but me this is the perfect time for him to go and take some of the money. That was Saudi Arabia. Because that would be the best thing. Because in Europe, he's giving me BS. He's competed at the highest level with big and top players. He's done with Europe. Not to say European team be about Monko. But we are free to 7 years. Saudi Arabia, you're one game. Uncle Tom Onyeka Kran for 2 years. And if he decides to go, about Jessica Pardia 2 years. And I think that would be the best thing. We are only using Mohamed Salah as a scapegoat.
But team in our modern moment.
Team number more of them.
So what's wrong? Your last time now only me didn't come on came my dream CBB so say. As they do be on your boy and then fan also go back to Obama and line up now. Obama say club and call for no job more last season or the age man. To run and normal start here yet. But now the crimes of number bono. On their girl cromum pen and him cry. But now dear or moon pen and him cry. We my new players the woman Hugo Ikiteki and Milos Kekis. Or more marketing in an ear. Old ones names of age man. Wow, that partner cost.
Kwaku, I said this thing the last time when I was here. I said, Rambaba Laka. When they come to the Premier League, they want the Premier League to adapt to them, not them adapting to the Premier League. This is the Champions League. And it will interest you to know there's one Chrome team in the Bashir. It's a boss as a one in the Bashir that goes never Anfield. Kwaku, he's lost it. And so they now have Bibu Kano. Nothing can save Claw and a slot. Nothing can save him. The sack is staring at him in the face. The games they've given him. Why are there when you will draw? Games no man is one. Why are there when you draw? But on a normal day, they shouldn't be games they say too difficult for team event Liverpool. But why are there when you draw? So if we be no member Kwaku, you'll be sacked. I told you the last time say that managers never England. If we start na kusi boso, if we should the ye kra, and I think say na ya ben. We be as even Gerard and prepare no. If you are caretaker be no abefa.
Now Opamana slot kofa. Seven Gerard ya zene.
Na say or a club legend. And I dream wa bia. And say obi o na say ya pamo slot near per managers. If it might try Stephen Gerrard. He will come in.
Our team names almost penigu.
I bet him near who we are never see Falco. But Liverpool for now, it's not about results. Now, yes, sure, no, and they don't want to go back to that days. The days before club came, they don't want to go back to those days again. At a point in time when Liverpool we are Liverpool now, you can't even come out to say, me Liverpool. I was working at the DSTV center during those days, and your trauma at Nugu board, so you won't get even up to 10 people. Some of the Liverpool match, and it was all because no more winning games. They don't want to go back to that level, and I think that if nothing changes, Slot is gradually sending them there with all the players available. So they will need to sacrifice him. No more or more and I think that will be something. Kwaku, I said at the start of the season, Arteta will win the English Premier League. I still maintain it. Those results, Beba Arasta, but I still maintain it. Yes, I still maintain he will win the Premier League. But Kwaku, if you look at the squad that Ikura Arsenal now, Arsenal shouldn't be thinking about injuries now. Kwaku, Arteta, if not for anything, Kwaku, Ubia sobe for Juana Oya. Oh, a year we immediate target. What I say, or short-term target, and our long-term target. If you want to bring them into two, you have your long-term target and your short-term target. The immediate target, and I say, Arteta Yehuajuma, was the mentality of the Arsenal players. That thinking, say Arsenal team they will play beautiful football, but it will give them nothing at the end of the season. Kwaku, you can't tell me, say, the Arsenal we see now is the same Arsenal we used to see. Okay. The mentality assessor. So you see Arsenal at a bigger stage and doing wonders. Last season, though Omulusu to Team FN Paris Saint-Germain, but they won against Team FN Real Madrid, the kings of the Champions League. In the Champions League, home and away, they gave it to them. So the mentality and everything, assessor. Look at how now they compete in the Premier League. They compete and compete well to finish. and cross the line, a issue. But still, he's working on it. So immediate target, he was able to achieve it. He wants something during those times that minier caps near there. But now he wants something major. Then he's working towards it. Kwaku, yesterday was against Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich is a team that Emirates, fast na Emirates. Almost say Arsenal Emirates how they want it and how they want to do it.
Yeah.
But yesterday was a different case. Two managers knowing say team na bono. We should capitalize on it and win or get something out of it. Arsenal go no share. It was Arsenal's now blueprint. Something that they feel that this is what we do with a crossing near there. No, share first goal.
Yeah.
But I mean, so say Arsenal for no do more ball that football, but still a low block akra. So what should they do? A counter. And look at the goal they scored. Fantastic goal. Switch, one switch. Yes, some ball go aba. Look at Arsenal's second goal. Beautiful goal, but we are born free by. And look at the third goal. Another beautiful goal. So now Arsenal, when it comes to mentality, playing against big opponents, they don't fear. And that is the kind of thing you need from Arsenal. And I think that whatever Arteta is doing with Arsenal, he's on the right track. And if things go like this, and looking at the squad and I know that big brother my say you can do two sides for Arsenal and still they win and compete favorably. That is exactly what is happening. Goals are no more consider no more consider. They were doing it with some of key players settled out of the team. Now Odegaard is back. Madueke Beshe go back and Ra. Martinelli Abeshe go. Gabriel Jesus Beba. Look at the team that Arsenal be parody. So we know Bogima. And I think that Arteta is doing well. And now Omun's team biara. They will just need that mentality to say we can do it. Because all what Champions League now team remind home away channel. Now you play against Bayern Munich. Now Bayern Munich. You can't tell me say mentality wise you are not up there. And Arsenal, yes, I think is a good one. Inter Milan because we lose when they are playing against experienced coaches because their coach is inexperienced and coach is not. Because we see the way games are lose. So we lose what Juventus.
Yeah,
it was a year go to as a man. Coach Bako when you had no man share experience kakra or the share no. But also to Napoli, the same thing. A Conte, an experienced manager and a defensive manager. He lost to Allegri, an experienced manager and a defensive manager. Yeah. And he's lost to Referee Simoni, an experienced manager and a defensive manager. A simple thing. He wants to change Neoma na Inzaghi. Inzaghi is a coach that he decides to do with the defensive duties of the team, making sure say or set it tight. But Christian Kivu was a one who wants to come and press high. But I don't know if he's forgetting. Kwaku, do me the honor. Now you check Italy, Inter Milan for no back for no, and I'm back to number no. Check on age in mammy. Who come age in the boom? I want to make 100 years.
Inter Milan on my back.
Yes.
I'm back 4.
Yes.
Back 4 na Bosisia.
And not the na air for na form because you're 24 for no, and 30 years, and a year 26. But on a normal level, so we game now, or the uni pan never bo. Or the why Achebi.
Francisco Achebi.
Or no, who ni finish umina adim.
Yes, no up against AC Milan or no ball.
Yes, but no one.
Achebi Bastoni na Mano Akanji.
Share Omunfinfi ono. Tahanoglu, Barella, Di Marco, Zielinski. These are players that no man Inzaghi do omo yani say. You will set tight, explore the weakness of teams. But he wants to press high. And in pressing high, Olivier space, they are capitalized. So the defensive coach is almost experienced this channel 1,000 times. But commercial 1,000 times. And I've been saying it, and I still maintain. One of the appointments that I feel is the Inter.
Mate.
Around the very Christian.
Mate, ma remember na maestro na on fire twaso ewo ha no ma ozene on Facebook. Na Benjamin Ozi Abu, you are doing a great job. Keep it up. Kuma Kwesi Ozi Kuma from Doma, bravo to Adriana Zuberu Osman. I'm Dr. Zubasic. Watch you live from Doma Kofi Badu Chrome na ma ozene. Kwabna Daniel M Nablabu. Can anyone explain to me how on earth you will pay Curtis Jones on the right back over Gomez until the coach start using Robertson and Chiesa? He will get sacked. Yoreba Ebiramu. No. Good afternoon, Daniel. Watch you live from Pharmacia. Please give Big Brother Maestro his tone for me. 3-1 prediction on Arsenal versus Bayern. God bless you all. The other Baba Berano. Maestro indeed, that was a my straight. We were a correct score 3-1. The Arsenal ebeche Bayern a bomb 3-1. And it was very interesting sort of shots. There was a Bayern beche good. But then man we are an Arsenal show 3-1. Congratulations, nice one, Nandra. Obo mo die ma wo the boys ni Kofi kesi mu ye adwuma but ba say ya na je ze on tu o nka ba ko bo fa nchen no na ba be kire so obi on top so ha
it's that is obi the prediction but boom
e fasa na nanka o mama watu but e ko won nchen a no mo be twele tetintin
enra
for free one dey mu edu pa
Miampa Mejai na Mejai no sara pana mekacho no sara mekacho so Mejai Lil Saint Jane yama wo Matilda wo a chenso Jane yama wo Elvis so Jane yama tibo am Jane yama no fa mo tax mbra dia be ending kobo kakra na I believe say Arsenal etimi am major when it comes to big matches I will meet me abo currently from last season into this particular season. Now, there about Arsenal last season. Me who say Arsenal would definitely becomes one of the consistent clubs I'll meet me among the way in winning some of the major competitions now was when they began to actually win against Real Madrid. And even to this season, all the big matches that that Mikel Arteta Etimi Abono, he has been able to execute his plan and make sure so obviously consistently for himself. One thing about Mikel Arteta and Jose, he's not stuck. He's that kind of head coach. He always wants to give room for more improvement, learn on tactics, learn on game management, and make sure say at the difficult situation, club no ever or more tight situation or multi deliver no, or no Mikel Arteta will rise up, do some tactical tweaks, and make sure say Arsenal will actually win over most of the matches or mobile. So I believe say that match here, it was all about these coaches, both Vision Company of Bayern Munich and then Mikel Arteta of Arsenal, and then Mikel Arteta was able to win over Vision Company in that particular match. But you didn't come on the farm. But didn't come on the catcher say, when you look at the possible lineup at these two clubs, me Edia Tudjana, we are expecting say Bayern Munich will actually play the 4-2-3-1 tactical system. That is, they use the magical square system, making sure say Pavlovic and Joshua Kimmich will be played in the central midfield. Pavlovic will be used as a secondary midfielder, only due to this neutralize most of the offensive things be free the defensive action of Arsenal, especially in the central midfield. Ediaba into the central manner of Bayern Munich Football Club. He will be the first in player contact to actually stop those kind of things. Then Joshua Kimmich will be the primary factor. The primary factor in this particular system, they say he will make sure so no bit my back shield the defensive structure of Bayern Munich and also try as much as possible. Say he will be the first progressor on the ball when the need arises, especially in the central midfield. But so Pavlovic no boss and traditional number 8 will also be in the same position as a number 10, making sure that Leonard Carl will also be used as a creative. Leonard Carl as a central progressor and as a creative. But then Pavlovic no more than 2 double number 10s in the central progressing third of Bayern Munich attacking forward. When it becomes like that, Michael Olise will also invert from that particular right way forward to the first number 9 auxiliary striker, playing just behind Harry Kane. At the moment, Harry Kane be dropping in about deep, he will make sure so to cover that 10 at the Bayern Munich Football Club. And it didn't work to that particular perfection for Bayern Munich because of how the Sun Company needed to leave out on one Kasane tactics and then go by Julian Nagelsmann tactics with Jato Tour at the Bayern Munich Football Club. But so we will share Papa, your friend, Mikel Arteta. It was all about the tactics and how he was able to experience the low block, the middle block, and a self-oriented tactical system for himself. The bedroom common what you say kakra say production bit must switch the first one no e dey am me dey two board no so and come for bit me any age ho pay ye. Now there is Mikel Arteta trying in the most cover shapes in the defensive action. You have two tactical systems when it comes to defensive action. You have the risk averse system and then the rest defense system for Arsenal Football Club. But then Mikel Arteta decided to use the rest system for Arsenal irrespective of the risk-averse system we used to here, when he played against the side of Tottenham Hotspur, he needed to use the rest system. Though using rest system, they say he will make sure that the timing of the positional awareness of the players now will be much concerned. And about the rest system just to stop the counter-opposing blocks of Bayern Munich or more transition from the central third, back into the mid third and I say into the last low block of Arsenal market defensive halves. He needed to stop them because Vincent Kompany no high line presence of football in the very first half. And then he needed to make sure say the rest defense action will stop Bayern Munich from pressing and will stop Bayern Munich from occupy those pocket spaces and no intimate or more intimate against Arsenal Football Club. So it was a 4-4-2 flat formation using the rest defensive action in that particular manner for Arsenal Football Club. So me switch the into the second picture. You the second picture in come on. Now there is Arsenal. About the rest defensive action there, but then they close up in a highline motive in the central progression manner of the midfield, and also looking at the positional awareness of Bayern Munich, Vincent Kompany, not on also about the highline presence of football, making sure 3 at the back or more back in the central mid-third, 4 defensive covership of Arsenal in the central mid-third of Arsenal Football Club, and they will try as much as possible say me you didn't come over this particular clash. Now whenever Bayern Munich needed to transition in a long range passes into the attacking third manner of Arsenal Football Club, they needed to do it not into the vertical progressive manner of Arsenal, into the central mid-third. Because the other picture we carry as speaker, Arsenal is dominating centrally in the midfield of this particular action. And the only thing they make my favor Vincent Kompany is to make sure that he will use the horizontal passing range in making sure that long range passes are or the battle into the right wing forward Hormono. Michael Olise will be the first person who will trigger that passing range, for him to occupy that left full spaces at the side of Arsenal Football Club or Mankasa H. And he did that to that particular perfection. So we move on Eddie Akko into the third picture. Now this is it. After Arsenal, a resettle or Mankasa tactical balance, they needed to institute another pressing system. We have the distance marking system and then the close marking system, and I say the downman marking system. Arsenal Mikel Arteta needed to invert the distance marking system. We share picture very well. It say most of these players were pressing the Bayern Munich Football Club players in any moment in the field of play. And then marking down some of the important spaces in the Arsenal setup. Bayern for no entity you see Michael Olise, Leonard Carl, and Serge Gnabry, and even Harry Kane dropping in back deeper. Ultimately, you see most of these tight spaces to score against Arsenal Football Club in that particular level. Yes, switching from the next one you need to now this is Mikel Merino as a force number 9. Now, Mikel Arteta also use Mikel Merino as an instrumental tool to beat over Bayern Munich. The entire makers say Mikel Merino drop it back deeper. Or making sure that died up and become no yet me ensure the man so on marking on closing it down. Now on making sure so on ultimately being bono up mechanos will be back into the central method manner. It should be a died up mechano optimaba from Onoka's defensive action abba into the central method abba bejina Mikel Merino chi. Mikel Merino is not a static force number 9 or yet a traditional number 8 player in the midfield. So Mikel Arteta just wanted him to be used as a bait. Or not drop it back deeper, or become Martins will be made because in the rotational policy of Arsenal, Martins will be made ever as an auxiliary right full back or Arsenal more right sided flanks on them. Since we are during Tiba Betima matching up, Aqua anymore. Nipo Baba Share Papa, if friends Martins will be made the anino. It's Papa, if friends Mikel Merino. Now, young caught the second picture near TRC Penye. See, I caught the next picture. This is Mikel Merino forming a triangular square with the midfielders in that particular central midfield of Arsenal. It tells you, say, he needed to use Mikel Merino as a central bait in the central method of Arsenal or Manchester opposing half. When it becomes like that, then the rotational policy it will start for Mikel Arteta in that particular sense. So we do the next picture. Now, this is a beautiful rotational policy and how he was able to use Mikel Merino in making sure to make him closing up the gap in the frontal attacking third of Arsenal Football Club. Now, so check here. After forming the triangular square, Mikel Merino needed to set up the pace. make sure so bit a lot of creative balance in terms of making sure so the most of these splitting passes ever to the defensive structure of Bayern Munich Football Club. And 4 players, and am I ready so make the kick off with 2 players of the defensive action of Bayern Munich Football Club. Ubenya Bukayo Saka, Ubenya Leandro Trossard, and then you get Exile or also are you ready so make the kick on that particular ball. Now, in terms of rotational policy, this is not the exact place. I was say Bukayo Saka Eba. Bukayo Saka is a right winger, but because of Mikel Arteta changing the tactical system, he needed to move from the right wing forward into the central progression manner and make sure that he will be in compact position together with Ezombe, creating a lot of overload centrally in attacking third. When it becomes like that, they play the gatekeeping system, similar like Pep Guardiola last season. Calling off also transitioning the players in attacking third and making sure to measure quite a number of goals in that particular system. In offensive gatekeeping system, you use just 4 players. 2 players a bit more pencil on the central defenders of the opponent, and 2 players will do as a neutralization ground. So the other 2 auxiliary players will come back and do that particular wonderful job. When you look at the next one and be the home commoner, maybe show the rotational policy. She may be at the right wing forward. That is, Bukayo Saka. She may be at the right full back player. Julian Timber creating a wonderful width for us now. Attacking balance. Look at the position of Leandro Trossard and also Eba, centrally core in that particular attacking third of Arsenal Football Club, and just check the position of Martin Zubimendi and then Mikel Merino. They needed to disrupt the Vincent Company tactical system. Now, Obo in the high build-up 3-2-3 tactical system for the side of Bayern Munich Football Club. But one particular thing I'm Mikel Arteta DIABY. Why are Arsenal successful? I the trademark of Arsenal Football Club is how they do their set pieces, especially with the corner. This is the corner, and this is how he was able to do the wonderful things for the side of Arsenal Football Club. Now, so what you say about 2 corner? One thing Vincent Company actually the players in how they defend in corner set pieces is the mixed defensive action. Normally, we use the mixed defensive action a badminton form on that particular soccer. They use that kind of thing, but he needed to invert it over here. Now he used just 6 players, 3 players attack the offensive players more into the penalty yard box and another 3 players will keep the positioner 18-yard box at base. And they will pounce on it and try to make the free penalty yard box. But Arsenal, 2 players will come in to disrupt the goalkeeper. Are you attentive to get the ball over there? So we look for the last point now. Checking the 2 points of Arsenal Football Club players trying to disrupt Manon in that particular positional change. And then madam mistake. So this is Arsenal Mikel Arteta, and they will be able to do that. In the Champions League, it is only Arsenal, Obo as an English club, and waiting Yashe against the side of Bayern Munich Football Club. Apart from Arsenal Football Club, any other English club your team they lost in this week champion. That tells you say Mikel Arteta is on top of the English Premier League title and at the same time on top of the UEFA Champions League. Currently is the best coach.
Malte medal sepa na yere na minyi message ne kakrenfio na menko enko kodin komo e wo seneba center o maso e mransa na yabana ya babira na afisem no ato aso etimi ede amamo mauze ne Theophilus Kaku. Fantastic analysis, ball standard, and I love you guys. We also love you. Eben Donko. Good afternoon. Why is it that Barcelona fans are still crying about their defeat against Chelsea? Tell them to stop crying. Now, everyone will be fine. And Theophilus, once again, I watched Arsenal game yesterday. We got scared. I'm a Chelsea fan, and we are hosting them on Sunday. The day Eba Babe Ramo no. And I feel hi. Good afternoon, Fakye Sport. I'm coming network watching live and the way my DK etimi edifio MON-FRI. Good afternoon, Fakye TV. Please say hey gan in Ayensukru Mabu. I was happy to see Chelsea and Madrid winning their games. Fakye Sport the best and Obomode editor. So good afternoon, Abu. Arsenal are going to win a trophy this season by all means. Good afternoon, Fakye Sports Crew. Manchester United are giving me a headache and I'm losing interest in football. My name is Perry from Offenso. Fanessa, good afternoon, Abu. Why is it that if a team is not doing well, is the coach that they sack? What about the players? The players who are not doing well too should be sacked as well. from Dochisam or watching live from KJG. And today, I'm watching live from the Golden City. It's Obo from Brekum, MON-FRI, my brother Abu, Obo Mechiapa. Good evening, Abu. It's your boy Ogidi from Doma Kwame Suya. Please, I want you to ask your panel between Pedro and Vitinha, who is the best and who's the issuer. You may discuss. Good evening, Abu. Can you tell Kudus to up his game? He seems he's losing focus and doesn't fear by players again. He should try. Okay, we know. I knew he should stop dribbling to but MCDC and Media Gramina. Good afternoon, Abu. I'm Sariki watching live from Compresso, Fakye Sport, no size. And good evening, Mr. Abu. I'm Backman watching live from Tamale. Please tell Mr. Tampogu that this season is theirs. Ghana Premier League is for them. Mate Mekache. Good evening, Fakye Sport. Watch you guys live from Ejoso. Keep up the good work. A Dosted King Media or the Abraham. Good evening, I'm Karim. Watch you live from Asen Ina Krum. You are doing great job. Keep it up. More update on Barcelona. And I'm Rashford from Tadi. Do we have a left back currently who is better than Mark Kukureya in Europe? Menyesho say the Ewo Honum. Rashford there and also Erebe. No, I mean, I'm now meaning come on lost in about
Portugal.
Portugal.
Yeah,
as a one
against Australia.
Omuji we have a Benjamin one as also next year.
Don't allow them.
And he's a Kazakh.
Don't allow them.
Mate, me cobra, me ba pena fiaties in Fiena Daka. At was some of your basses here.
Mantam was chef for what you for na. I am when himself lost a head center dear. Young I am your son and a word just so. Your man Mary Drew Lawson Herbal Mixture. And you a man Mary Drew Lawson Law Care Mixture. And you a Mary Manqua Drew Lawson Delay Man Capsules. Now the head there am I your strong kum and it say Yadi ho Yadi ni ho Bumbo Apomoding Ahwading Ninche Nin French Dre Utimenumbi. Nina ne say Obashu did ye na wash unum a ye. Na wash unna ye na yade enya kwan we ni paduamu yameka. Prevention is better than cure. Doctors ought to draw. Or were drawn also de here pan say Obashed ye wood ye na wash their own num ye. Let me shab buying a money paduanes ya dear quine ne santi ning na buanan so ya ni pay the ABOU. You bet me a phone. Ye honam yemre na yade ba make I say a dray a dra a tree a dear say and brother so your loss herbal mixture a draw way Eddie Campbell just so gently more juma pa ucheme na sebre the pankoro de na no mo dia men chen ya dia se no mo dro si ade kwanyane no ne ye die ne de how e mayen anwa nuane srade enuane enamo mbojana wo yemro so anajo adidie ekosomo ham down good to the body the santi men chen ya de o sikwan o sikwan a o the Lawson Herbal Mixture and a dear coin a defensive tool. A better defend it now attack Yadiano, a man of commanding a day, a man Emma, and Madame Draby, a member son of Draby and Shannon, Neka say, and Fanny Moon, who a do Mienu Concordia from 12 years Ecobian, which number Draby, ever say I did any of my car, and Nani and one. And a Sradia for the bar cholesterol, a friend per Gemu, a bassa, na entim what the home. A commodity ni boye ma emojana so edi afro na esane kama ni padwam ABOU hwe efe ade the silent killer ne ekumba bunu pina maminka entire show signs and symptoms hypertension moja boso na meka ho asem yi ekum ni papa o wanyare o ye kwa no wuda ho cardiovascular disease na sha say from so many angles anya bia no I think afisha send first quarter second quarter your third quarter obi watch check systolic that saying diastolic and that saying or pulse every is saying ABOU ni bonya dio e boko ya nyisi campo the hospitals no e boko ya nyisi campo the hospitals no pharmacy waju a 5 and 3 Ghana per show big you know e koso your lifestyle change that be na medication we correcting in tempa your stroke bia mesre uko epo na da ABOU na stroke be kan to ho na won sa anya adwuma na obi ka fra ya de bia ya na mesraw no madrebi Nancy Adana Quine, Lawson Herbal, mixed Chani adroni din. Anya Bia in Ghana, and African in some malaria dear, and ye dear con, yen draining and gates no abeboa pa yen na ntuntum na atimu eboa watin chechere intem malaria ba uti yan na pile mesraw no wonum asa atwo so appetite yan na ho ye hina wate go so there are likely signs and symptoms of malaria fever ya test hwe results now koye na positive dia what do betumi aboa wo no aye Lawson herbal mixture abubu also so a onye adwuma bia wada so still na na honam aye the ya especially if you mu yamino a wona mo sciatica ni arthritis rheumatism ade no na to yam hye mesraw if you mu yamino na ontimi mpie ontimi nante wakada mu a num Lawson herbal mixture na bra bedi mu adanse maka nuane asamabu nuane there are more questions on our food than answers. But any choice to be also fufu, bankum, abetie, gewu, emutu, bayrapesie. It goes round and round. And such foods now, and my phlegm build up in the body. All the time, my better now. Ni ya be pia kwa. If I watch out, koko no ya dia. I'm all puso wani. I'm all calm in mu. No no soon. I don't correct here. Lawson herbal mixture and the really dean. My catcher so beepy so. My man was oh Johnson 10 to so. I dear son, and I'm not Jaman or Jona would take two. I do between what that form no. I Lawson herbal mixture. We jump with Juma. We a young with Juma. We ain't Nasia Juma and Pigeon Miracle 2. But the man I would done at their channel. What they are back with Juma. Lawson herbal mixture. A banner for free. Abu for Juma dear home, what to DIABY. Obano the same, open the door to a toy and so on 0242 133 577
0242
133 577 0242 133 577 and 0248 619 999 0248 619 What did you mupia about MON-FRI Lawson herbal mixture? If any mono, or a duminu cordia, which me and numbi, a batine enka hon, a pinfo enka hon at Miabwa, Abu. Na ya draw Lawson lockade dear when himself no a bar a home commodity didn't offer the call before we go on air. Lockade mixture. Lawson lockade and I'm a pudding near Samanidin, the virgin doctor. Aba send the queen. Now by your belmore. Now by your besima. Now our dear so who could obey duni. Now obey your ye, obey Timon or someone who says see about at the same. I say so. I want to say the same. Make a weave on, make a acrylic, make a tonguing, make a skin toning, make our name when you are saying. Abu, our dear, them crop at the dorsum. Now so, Nina bois, not diabu, we from your day, and not dear, eh, Bemen Yabre, not baby, better now, not to say. I will not say, me about to say. Send I'm higher me yan now, and so good as the car and car, yeah, you know. A bit sing, a bit tighter than tighter. Lawson lockade mixture. Am I your bear more? Am I regaining your self confidence? Man, a costly pa. Remember who are Bonnie Mossy. I dear del man, I say. Lockade tea, a bit demo. Lawson lockade tea, our dear air so pampa bonnet co. A so good, not a big giant, and Saturday going now be few wakwa. Lawson lockade tea, men should be bema. One person upon Chebesrow, or if I'm a too quiet, or if I'm many, I think I'll say, I know. I bet correct here, and what you do? No, by a dear. I don't so by a da. For lockay, I know delay man capsules, no. Tit, and a bassa, or go to Jim. Now I had ding. Now Patsy, now I had ding. When I go come, now I had ding. Now bassa, about a chonia. I say, you must be one of my day. Actually, Beverly, Rano. amanat de Lawson Loke Dileman how bia any entry among komo on 0242 133 577 0242 133 577 and 0248 619 0248 61 what did you move bia our lock so maybe you come on and say lock yi be ma wonu ma eya fa pia and afanom delay man no delay man capsules no na enye pe oba but lock no and mixture na etimi aboa apemfo enka ho about time entimi enum bi maybe a twadro bia so bodin no na onsa enka still abu emu na asie no in kind na ya ne moa and no me da say
Martin Diamo. get me out to as well and near my did Nakwama Drona Osha Ray. I was about greeting to you all for your wonderful work with your fat and good update. Sinare, and you may ye chiapa, ne, Zere Usi, ni adia. Na that Kwawu, Sandy Asia Babiemo. Good afternoon, guys. I've been at Sandy inside Sunya Regional Hospital. The biggest disrespect in history is thinking that Messi is the GOAT because he won the World Cup. Messi surpassed everyone else before the World Cup in individual, collective accolades, and eye test too. What he did in Qatar after winning the World Cup was to cement his legacy and clear all doubt so that he won't have to grant interviews and explain himself like someone. I never called himself the GOAT. Never disrespect a league, never disrespected a player, never disrespected a coach, never disrespected a club, never disrespected an award, never cried in a comment session. Thank God for making me Messi fan. I've been a Sandy, Hi, my name is Goyo inside Fairplay, and I'm sure Liverpool will come back stronger. Happy birthday to my son, Donald Owusu. You guys are so fantastic. Yaga, Akim Asafo. Hi, Fakye Sport. Is your boy, Sika Vibes, and I want you live and clear. You are doing a great job. Arsenal Football Club will win the Premier League this season. They can also win the UEFA Champions League. Now, MON-FRI Stadium has turned into playground. So embarrassing for Liverpool Football Club. Mbappe can definitely break Cristiano Ronaldo 17 UEFA Champions League goal record, and I hope he does it because I don't want to see Barcelona player breaking Ronaldo's record. Good evening,
Rafinha last season, so
last season Rafinha Mugu so na 17.
Champions League. I think he even scored more than the 17.
WO. Only say Ugrasi goes to Nana. So now I join top squares.
My man checking here, but I think
he got 15 or 16. Checking. Hey, Ronaldo, there's a record. They won't check in. Good evening, Fakye Sport. I'm Aminu from Sawam. Arsenal win both Premier League and Chelsea. Will win the both Premier League and Champions League. They will be unbeaten in the Champions League to mark my words. The other ABOU and no. Ti yanko ni ni nkomo me bana ma ba beto aso be dia mama na ma fise no ye sha se dia na no na ye ka se refis ne call my insurance policy no the Ghana Football Association president Ketia Sokriku and in pinfo di hujuma church om ne wan no and after no referee Daniel Lai referee paying pa o wiase nyina oba be ramo Ghana dia na eze ebo na bombo izanze ejuma no obo no ya dia no eden pa na nkomo no ni mu nsem no na nei o cheche unze this season ejuma ma ye ne amom de no send it here. Say no more thing. They didn't come on.
In general, any referee or any technical person will tell you it's excellent because of we are not looking at only what is happening, the bad ones. Because if you should compare the bad ones to the good ones, which normally the good ones they don't show, it's way maybe 2% of bad one and then 98% of good ones. But you know, this is refereeing. You don't have excuse for anything. Normally people expect referees don't make mistake. You should not make mistake. This is the normality, because you can do a game for 90 minutes and then 10 seconds to the end of the game a mistake happens, and then this is where they call for your head for the whole game. Yes, you are a referee. This is your job. You have no excuse to make mistake. But for me this season also, for the good ones that I've seen, I think it's better than previous seasons. It's unfortunate we have maybe 1 or 2 calls from referees, of which this is where people highlight, and then it makes it a major issue. But we just started the season, so I hope there will be improvement. We will have a refresher course on this issue, and then it will.
Atia mo ye command hori tuja ze du bibia mfonso de ba ne adia na betimi game 90 minutes na wabo ejuma na wabo no na bo nse 10 seconds dey twato no mfonso bia ba na ha dwebro is this season no e ya ne sa after no man so munyuma so na muntie we pa na open case e refi Emmanuel Dolagbanu enso kasa na Dolagbanu ne nkomo no di ene ze monze ntwofo mo se a mon kan se ma mo fa data and tato na mun cheche mun se muye na on di say afi no say ano bomo de kan ese no de yintin se ma no odi tuya.
Okay, we have had the best officiating in the Ghana Premier League this year, and when journalists come out with this, I want them to back it with statistics. This is what I like. My work, they will tell you, Dollar, I don't believe in English, I believe in statistics. the English Premier League, as at week 10, week 12, how many VAR interventions have they had? This is journalists. Go and check and then compare with how many controversial decisions that we have had in our league. You can't count more than 5. Those errors that we can establish that it is an error, we can't count more than 3. I am just putting this to you. Just go and check. You can't count more than 3. Say where a basic referee error that has resulted in a goal or caused a team to lose a game. I want you to put this thing. So if you are talking about performance of referees, analyze it from Premier League perspective. Ghana Premier League, Division 1. Ghana Premier League, we have played this week 11, right? So every week we play 9 matches. So it means that we have played 99 matches. 99 matches. How many referee decisions? How many wrong decisions have referees taken? This is where we can all start the argument. But maybe you watch 1 match, then 1 week, a week, there's only 1 game that is being topical, being something that we are discussing. Then they said the whole league referees, the matches, the referees are not doing. We are humans. Even UEFA Champions League, this is the 4th week they are playing. Look at the number of VAR interventions. And even after the VAR has intervened, they come out and tell us that some of the decisions were inaccurate. So I don't believe that the referee performance this season is the best we have had. The best we have had. Then it's unfortunate also that now the scrutiny that we put the current referees in is not the same that we are having.
The Emmanuel Dolagbanu na Bomondeni Ababa so on 2 tier okan this season no a fantastic pa no manya you are fino we juma mo ye ne mo de rona e bibia akoye kama pa etimi ere mo Dr. Collins Atapoku NAC werema Adriana Football Club no ababe kasa zenzemi na Mountain say be chache dwesu pa de Adriana mo masweye na hunsem no chijim ze he ye ho no mo ba anye sa na ye o na bikra no ebenti not is akra ma ne men team no say era prof edin common de che
Ubusu ni so ko fo bi sika bi ko twa bet say obi ada ka je say Adriana be she 1-0 match ko fi ka time say 2-0 ho 2-1 ona mi so bi say ono no de say no so ono no de na de bo asha park no so no ka je say o di ka ma me warning na me say o ma me warning say no say I dey my friends act so na chema ko jugo so kan na me say say ball no so course no mo kan say bema bi si park no so bi ye park we no na chiwa de ba ko no ye mo bi am pesa ho this obi me catch us match be a 2 3 o de tra ho on be do sika o be can be only me come to kwaso ye mfi because I imagine say sebi mpu se ne agi din boni bi mre bi atwema enya de aye beto so ye bo competitive match because ye boka say Wednesday bi aye video analysis for your office okay ye match bi aye bo bi aye record na assistant coach Lawrence and Shobama editing match na individual actions. The general match analysis area na ya frel Henson Braha match way ufa hafa na ni se ufa. Yes, I didn't know we near Kujina Park so you say you can bet. How?
All right, here's a mama kwaba BMT no here command Bishop Atapoku. Amon de dia to jani na boa. Mane ma kwa to folk here can't you zo mo ye hihye men hihye mo eye no ne se. Obeze no mo home matches no efimu ewa Accra Sports Stadium ne Ramo UG Sports Stadium ampa ina aye confirm nyambo mo ni vision Saturday Popular Center Line 30 Ghana VIP 100 Ghana VVIP 150 Ghana cedis na Kwame Parado achichi data omo take that decision say no wedding come on e dey ache
we are here we are moving from Accra Sports Stadium to the Lagos Sports Stadium starting with this weekend game. I don't want Saturday against Vision FC. I want to have Saturday 4 p.m. at the Lagos Sports Stadium, and we are hoping that that is where we will remain, everything being equal till the rest of the season. Now, one of the reasons in here I'm moving is and I said the major reason is season you have to declare your main venue and then the alternative venue as well. But the Lagos Sports Stadium is actually the venue you choose to say that when you ever see your matches what this is. and then the Accra Sports Stadium being the alternative venue. Then before season the Shark Legon formed they had some work to do at the Legon venue on the pitch. So we needed to move to our alternative venue at the Accra Sports Stadium to go and continue our matches there.
That's the more here koma wa bomo de timere atuja ganto heba clinic yaka etimere chose bia ba kwa wo so rami abo no apom de no ekwa animu pa nipa de ona mo no apom de no ahwe anye ni ya na ekoko fanse bebreba embo amane amande da ye pentime fa mana mun komo no ese ni si etie nana doctor nana usuku trampe se fana homa na ni nkomo how ya me ba be boso no ganto a Heba clinic na ehwa so awon de ama stroke no achubi mfie mi no de kwa anim woro kwa bosome baako obeso ejian na so ani yise be wonu so obomode a physiotherapy na rehabilitation no ekoso after say eni kra no wabomode a kakrakra o recover no zo mu ze ya na stroke ne chewe ka adwen no nti so manfre no anka ho a emmo ama adwen nye ejuma oyo ba na ne unya haw kakra e wo wawo ma simple kra edu abosome so a enhyere mba yobo nsa wa wodi eni mu asi and afi na mi are de no wajimu ntu no for na say for ani chemu e wo dwanto heba clinic e bere na ya boa bosome miensantam no onu kukukuhia ma bo nse pa na edem obewa afa ho afa ba yen konko opre ha bia e yo mo na de sa tutu ni rama abidru nkoten na de yenye no nko oye bema na ne wade ni da form seti low spare count e di unya e no so for ani chemu dwanto heba clinic e beboa de no seti ni emu beyedu e be macho ejuma ebobo kroma no ano ede tutu a onso no mekum aboa de akwa kura mu fie zenne mojabro so fibro na edunya diabetes asthma hepatitis se wakoma kidney lung liver no ni nyina no wo ha wo akọ na bibidro nkote doctor nana owusuku trampe mo heavy brutal orebe keka na aboa nyama so no waso ejan na so baby girl no awon fe ni nyina echi no ma bibi ncheche enye de enya akono ni nyina nzo oba de ya na himfio no emu bai sa na boys ne ba bibrama ya na betina na tonzo mi na za de no mu baya e ha dwen kakra ya na mboa madwumadi ne nkoyo se the boys sipe no na ne no vagina tightening no ye de ama o de etie ne ze enko me emfa se kan enko keka wanwe abewu we na bibidro nye de kan ebeboa ma bibi achiche ayeda ya akono na mo amopese mo chi no mu yedu no mo pe huge tax no ya no zo kona de na emia za adwa de ni bia eni nana bebo modern de habamana kekabo ze ona ma na ade ne ye mebo ka boys ni hu a no mo ni agibi kwa ade ba ko ma nkwatenten no na nimu no so no ya mamu ayedu pa ti nko be bia me mfa se kan ne pan e bia nkonko wo sanze ye de wo wa ya na e ha adwen pa ze madam Charlotte issue no mote ye okwe ne de pan e wo ne to no nifa no ejo ye sa ade chia no de binkum na ba ade chia na nifa na ho no nti watima mpie tizo na mo efe ne tofa ya na ha adwen kakra enti e ma ne nyesa e dwanto wa heba clinic kokwa doctor na no wusuku trampem ebebo modern na odi abibidu akeka wa yo basima wa jaw na so pia nkofo wa no muni age fa na number 0555 805533 0555805533 dia boa na onsunya hode na wa ho ofani CPC ta umu ayedu na mo afu na yekese oben na ne sade no na baba begu hips on tu na mo a Coca-Cola shape wine empe Coca-Cola shape uze nice pa my so Coca-Cola shape and na bo zo bia fu kakrakasa na odidi wachi sa e ha ju ma abi on Coca-Cola shape monko
omuna ma boy so bi na de ka ta ko hihye gatamu
ma Coca-Cola shape
ka se gatamu hihye
wo za na yasna ya na ne hana yiyi baru hu obi a hotele aboza adela yi to madam tugu na ona baby girl de enyo onza why odozo no pia na jono adwumbo ni nti bibia honey mary pork na waje honey mary goat na waje honey mary sa na fi na funa yewe ko na mbo na gina na so pomo bi jan kwanta school junction mo ben old goyo filling station e so lake road unyo mo ozine wabie ya tume free health screening bia betimi akora vital organs no wako cheke se wakoma o liver o kidney o lung o prostate no hepatitis B eno ba o ha wo awudi ma ni na bra ejirama on to January 2026 tiko ne mbo na ne mandeda ye pa entimi emfama special brama na yanku ye but ma uze results a wo na eba ɛwɔ the MTN FA Cup na for bɔkɔ wɔn anim paa na results na ɛba
ma qualify
ne adeɛ okay
not into 2-1 Tolona Strotef so team VC Warriors are qualified to run of 32
and Abekuma san so hyɛ wa mana Fuma Inti Royals 4-2 okay na Techiman Liberty echi nsu atresi bɔ mo 5-1 na Abrekum Chelsea ni DBB United DBB Presby Park na nso koso Chelsea lead 2-1 and Peace Paradise omo transfer mienu Masario Stars ko bɔ mo miensa na me monitor angles no so na me say can find us who lead park academy ka ba ko mo so intimi antenti
na me wo Tamale City nso 2 against Brekum City 0 but I think omunya mpon no
Mate Robert komo no wate dodo na ne nkwe ni
Robert Mathieu and some referees no aka my very good friend Daniel Nilai Ghana's #1 say Ghana referee I picking for AFCON there on Nkwa.
Yeah.
My whole list now on Nkwa na de ne bro, nyame nka ho no fa Nkwa na akoye adwuma ne Ghana nim. He's such a nice personality nti aside na adwuma na oye as referee no kweku say oni nya encounter as human na the sense of
school lawyer wo coach lo.
If you just say yeah, ochra de o.
Da bi obo bro bosa.
No school no tanamu de. And no nam how would match at the how would match. Unze ne chiriba nso referee. Yeah, or lines. Joseph Lai.
Oh, okay.
Last match ebo be chim corner no a line.
Oh wow.
One was a line to Joseph Lai. I didn't even know until after pre-match now he didn't come up to me. Didn't lie and I was like or related to referee Daniel Lai and also never happening. Or no your police no kuma say.
Oh okay.
Then ref Joseph Lai mechiao. So for Daniel Lai there, Onuntina Cote d'Ivoire me free Abidjan they call Yamoussoukro just to go and watch him on the personality. Mathieu Nkomo wedding na our very own Emmanuel Dolabon. So I'm say they come aside na Dolabon you say yen timi blame omo bebre. It is true. Yen timi blame omo bebre. But Kweku, I disagree, say or say matches I abo be see by this time. Yen timi nya a single game a referee performance and I change the outcome. For that I disagree. So kase yen timi blame omo bebre because omo ye nipa into human errors even in advanced jurisdictions where omo advanced technology are eboa omo referee team kwhweva and countless time still ye be wie na e betena ase no you be saying access and near say referee yam from so nti so my yam from so mema yen crucify omo bebre yen pardon omo na yen kwani that I agree but mema na justify say omo nyam from so a result into the game having a different result. I will not want to pinpoint but see a pinpoint here in the last even 1 week here it was 2 weeks we can count about 2 and 3 games are you know and some about game no yen nyina yet na TV akini ye hwe analyze assess here. I think that referee's decision change the outcome of the game. But omoye nipanti, I'll pardon them. But pardon woman kweku yen kan kire omo say enfom so sade eye ba ko a eye mistake. Eye mi nu a eye mistake. But the moment it become 3, 4, 5 eye mistake we may deliberate. Do we can pardon them so dear mo ye bedu stage na ye gina sisi no error eye enfom so dear they achemo. But the situation whereby week in, week out, concurring, to us, then you give us room to speculate. You give us spaces to think about and Sembia, ABI, and Kofobi, because a Ghana refs, say, I go into refs, Moya now for a yam now for a grown say, by a yamon number grown a ye. So we entreat to Yenim say, to air is him, Nippon from Suobetim, yes, but Mumpejama, who or dim, Monke come hoka crack, no more than one and cosro. Cause season we ye fenama yahu sika and then yema aba into the league one kasakra initiatives and then yema be incentives via omudia gu akwamu edem all these things are coming now say and reflecting in positive officiating a cost 90 job so we will still be on your toes not that we only want to criticize obia uya maybe you need criticism being the positive one, the negative one, but you dwell on the positive. Now what for the film, you correct yourself, then what make it amend going forward. And I think that moment to me, I understand you didn't care penny list here a day any man can me ubi list you din now countries bo wa among said that more brabby. I'm seeing Chad Alhaji Aliu Mahama, referee from Chad, Mishemu Di Waha, Mihu Gabon, Archipel, Ewo Gabon, Mihu, Mamen Patrice Tangi, Ewo Gabon, Ghana, Bakupen, Mihu Kenya, Mihu Mauritius, Mihu Mauritania. These are countries, and when it comes to Agrona Yedino, they are nowhere near Ghana. But it do say a court tournament, Mauritania, I can see Abdulaziz Boa, I can see Dahani Beida Ewa. 2 referees from Mauritania, center referees, not lines, Mesha, maybe who Mauritius, Bako, Ewo, Uhu Basia, Uhu Sudan, Uhu Uganda. These are countries are born, Omo Bebre, NC, Omo they are not equal. Said you will be canon. But in terms of officiating, Omo call for a standard. FIFA batch the ball, my year tournament, Omo Wadimbo so and it's a do Omoko. Ghana na a pride here, who's a football nation. You can only see one. Daniel lie. And onokrani because of the duty as VAR into your matches center most of the times or VAR, but the referees will tell you that the VAR team are advanced of the center referees. That is 100% true. I agree. Send what they want to but in Kayenya lie ewo na nke ebia yenya beye mienu bi eka no lines nke bihwema ni yenya 1 2 bi ewo ha omu free Ghana ni yehun emode bo ni so ni niema we ni yepe it does not say we want and I will love criticizing you guys. We want to make sure that we put you on your toes. We get the best out from you. Say by your continental level. Now no say Charles Bulu. How could the Confederations the Champions League match CB? The last time so saying one of the referees on also call even on Odolago several times I work officiated as lines. When it comes to African games are here but for a Champions League qualified matches any. So we want you guys to be up there. 2026, you ever come on there? CAF is selecting the best referees to present them. We want to see Ghanaian referees over there. We love you guys, but we want to get the best out of you. Also, as referees try to encourage yourself and see. Sabi, so match. I am not saying that is how it is. Club B, owner B, and B, amount 10,000. 5,000 could demand for favor me team. Now me team and qualify. There are even some of the referees club affiliation. Me support to club win. Me didn't matter win. You don't do that. Busa omo call calf assignment. Kusa oko calf assignment. The amount of money unya edifim. Oh, club will be any bit my offers are and so you guys should put competence at the apex. Now mun project mo who wait me to that stage, free child and then one when we they are not better than us. So let us do our best. Sometimes no so you can crave you Adriana Stars. See you. Bishop at
1 minute now, my show.
The earlier club owners, any administrators are Eukuma. Ebe put you on grounds. The better for all of us. Yes, we believe in hearsay. We believe in speculations. But when I come and sit on Fakye TV and being emphatic, let me use my own club as an example. Say, no club will hold me ransom. Maybe Tanahana make us say DC Warriors match. Na match, scoreline 2-1. Omidia Kucha better. VC Warriors owner Leslie Kukubates have every right to call me. I'll see a frame at competent court of jurisdiction. Now, baby, I mean, who evidence kutame. Well, we cannot be tarnishing people's hard-earned image. Obi club, no what now radio, what now TV. So just because of ABR, the OTA, and I used to buy a match. Look, I said, what's it? 3-1. And you only have a tenor dinkum. When you Michaela Teta dinkum. And your prediction, and who can say about 3-1 a Bible? Does that mean Arsenal form of fixed match? And this yeah, Kobo Ghana league match. Now say Kotokobese 2-1. Na omokobo 2-1 house be say 3-0 no omko say 3-0 Ediana be say 1-0 no omo say 1-0 it does not mean a fixed match nti yam and central phone ye kan ho bi na agro no aye say the aye say man to ultimate na ha predict say bo be 3-1 na ye wie na enya fixed match Kwaku Barras timi ka say we be ko 2-0 ye wie enya fixed match Abu Dhabi ka say be 1-0 enya fixed match but a Ghana there Maestro car so Kotoko be say 1-0 yeah 1-0 Kotoko akobo first match. What sort of analogy is that? We are not helping the game as media men.
Mate.
Enti enya de wuti bia e na ye no credit for that maybe unu obi di nkomo. So what bon kofo mi no andra omo score line. Enti because it means that oh Maestro koye nkomo ekodi call first and cronky or frey hemet hina e no mo ka chen say ball near 3-1. Let us stop Sardian as media men. I am not saying sometimes we say anyone, but before we come out and say that to paint negative image into the audience or more ATN, let us substantiate fact from allegation any hearsay.
My brother, ma tis a ZBB did not come likely said the honorable sports minister and sports ministry no eba appointed as a grassroots football or beba ambassador. And then the ambassador president who deserve it because Double Soccer Academy by and president and Nano and Quebec pa the RSB official na Eromia dia.
FA Cup also 2-man to dominancy and 11 wonders ombo 2-2 omo penalties.
But make you cry come to no be asking. Cause
Kawe
I show. Chess on now for all day. Hey, 11 wonders. 2-1 to dominance your man show. Second
penalties.
Am I sure?
Cloudy, why?
DIABY,
mete referees no a press conference and then command no moody ewo honum na. No or can be say you week 11 and then referees no each and every week be 9 matches na referees need or check it to that 99 matches na referees need. Now you say I say in Predator was saying the referees a committee mistakes within our Ghana Premier League since the start of this season. And right. Who said before say yebe porno now say unye videos be a chess kotoko game no boy referees no aye mistakes be on but then upon videos your point and I'm chess there are about 2 or 3 errors be on man referee decision not only for Kotoko, both Kotoko and Basaka Holy Stars. Not he needed to do that particular job, but he failed to do that. See, the reason why sometimes we sit here to actually lambast on the negative aspect of our referee system in our country, they say we are snipping bien or we are say positive news attracting. In Osha, even scientists for more research on Maya, negative news thrive more than positive news. In TNA, Yabeka say ubi aji award, Yababo Nabaso, but Osinaka Sani Pakona Waji award na kukunipa. That is reality for you, and that is nature. So what I'm trying to say is that the negative aspect of a referee system in our country should be looked into. And see not a day or two, and a referee didn't kujina this one among committee this kind of easy mistakes are who say these referees they are not putting in the job, they are not doing it very well for Ghana Premier League. Or has he forgotten say that's simple mistakes no or no airplay table it can cause unnecessary tension in our stadiums. So referee could some unnecessary decision. That's a prompted supporters from both sides, not a dynamic clash, a war. Stadium. It causes hooliganism. And not a day or two, radio, so TV, so these referee people say, you people should start doing something right. We understand. Just like he said, they are imperfect because they are human. You are human, and human beings are born of doing mistakes. But we have some mistakes beyond. It is intentional, and some of these referees are intentional about the mistakes that they do in most of the matches. And I was a kind of credit. Why is it say referees don't take pain decisions in taking crucial decisions in most of the matches whilst it affects the opponent? Near can once I say I didn't near can once 99 matches. No, this shouldn't be how you should address this particular referee system. You are human beings. You are born of doing necessary errors, but you should understand. Say, talk to the referees. Talk to them. What are some of the things that lead you to that particular mistakes? We have some certain referees and matches they don't follow football, and as they don't follow, the movement of football when the match is ongoing. Because you don't follow the movement of football, crucial incident, automatically that key decision.
Yeah.
Especially check the position of the referee. At the time, the defender of Baseke Holy Star from behind. Every child branching into the penalty yard box anymore. Where was the referee at that particular material moment in time? He wasn't there on the ground to show, say, that decision should be taken as a penalty or something like that. The same thing, Baseke Holy Stars, a defender of Kumasi and Tokotoko, and nearly the striker of Baseke Holy Stars now. The same thing, the referee was not in that particular position. And it tells you, say, sometimes, when you are talking about these decisions and when you are talking about these kind of things, you should understand, say, they didn't lead to that particular mistakes in the referee. See, DIABY, there was some certain things we want to referees now, meaning so who referee course no more and I say omo courses no more and say they should gather that courage to take some key decisions and bit my prompt you one of these leading referees no see almost arena or check European referees so much Howard Webb. Those kind of referees so much they take crucial they take risk in making some crucial decisions. When football is ongoing, when the match is ongoing, but say you can't want some must say I don't know you can't want some. This is the maximum time. Referees in our country should stand up and do the necessary thing because see your World Cup, see your AFCON, see your any major competition in Africa. Now say you Ghanaian referees, at least 5 or 6 referees at that major competitions. I don't know. Managing from these referees now. We need to start telling them the truth, and the truth shall set them free. And on the bit my buomo, on my no. So only referees need come now on show their mistakes, what they do on the field of player, because referee there, so which na touch line. Sorry, so which na field of play. Center. Now so one team maneuver with decisions very well. DIABY, a bit me the basa yes or park or so. It made a lot of last season was it Atram the Visa? FA Cup match boy. I've forgotten the game.
Other normal golden kicks. Yeah.
Because it was a Division 1 game. Division 1 game. Referee decision. Now Kwakobase I was say your bobi momuja and you know. Because of referee decision, they will say your bobi and Maxabi offensive our park. So why should it be like that? It's because of the unnecessary decision of a referee. The negligence and the ignorance of a referee and the master manaba by your double. Before the share show us who say pictures not air fly or social media. And if only say sports minister, a bit more point now, it will be a good omen for our Ghana football because let's not discredit him. The kind of contributions that were to me Edema grassroots football. In fact, about football scene when chair, maybe 11 years with a grassroots football. But how he has been able to invest and how he has been able to learn on the job, it is something that was say your born about. So excellent performance by Yadabo. Because DIABY, overall football, no, I was telling myself, say, Yadabo from entertainment scene, overall football, how is he going to cope with the pressure and other things I hear set to Ghana football more? How is he going to fund the football academy now Arsenal? And day in and day out, Yadabo is able to fly from UK or US or Paris, meeting investors, to the extent say Borussia Dortmund, meeting world-class quality players. So he has really invested in himself. Or two Quina Okope invested for them to invest in the football club because he has understood say when you want to run a football club, especially grassroots academic club, you need to have a stable financial ability for you to run that particular football club. And so when you can never run academy successfully.
Mate. But I'll say, remember now could me every ne adia. But all the name. Has been a national fan is sweeter than a married or relationship. The Ghanaians young Konkwa and an Kunsuko Yokru menche Mohammed Saba. Why? The ABOU advert dear, yeah, dear Pao. Pastor I, oh, Papa, you may be chow pa, why? The vase be bow. Na, why, yeah, name is only I mean, Shedan Huni, your fleet. Madonna, you are not come.
I don't want that.
See, I'm a report.
My problem is money.
I don't think that you are like
say oden we ko pastor I ko na pastor I ka man iska na abom pa ya bi sika kwan
Baba ya hu mi ma no me ba na me de ne call is 7 so the bishop go ni ada na dwa no kika za na is ka 7 enti come na de no Dana Joanoki Kam. I'm Frank and I'm watching live from the western part of Ghana, in Lubu to be precise, on the feared by Mbappe. Is the greatest footballer in the world right now. From a champion, is Elmina. Good evening, Fakye Sporters. I'm Henri Apia from Takwa Simpa. More fire, the area. Good afternoon. My name is Eriko from Abuakwa. Good job, please. We need out. Eriko. And no, why is an account or her number be out of a fire for you? I there. It's been better you'll be waiting for man. My name is Kintebo from Asen Domiabra, Fakye Sport. You are the best. Now, mom say, oh, Remina, oh, yeah, a brandy abaya, but you are cocra, brewani idea. Now, a bammy say, they never we training college in Kwa. Now, what could school now, Quechina or who GDA, so bit my baby headmaster and our headmistress, our queen biapa. Yet, the school no, I was Santase from crèche. Ekukusi GHS. Ye pobia ni Indian washroom pa. Zobe baba bedano as a headmistress and a headmaster. Na common the tieni ulu CV ni baba bija Fakye TV Fondex aba so racist Alina. Ope o bantima ye ne presby sorry ni die ni and I be absent no one sure pay any wo nti emfa hu ni mfie no nyeze ye akokra na abrewa anase ye obi a wanyi ni ade. Wo ya brantie kra na wako college ne de kakra so akọ university na wo gidi ze ye do board a betimi aba be headmaster na headmistress na onsoro wabomode etimi edo de raba aba be ramantu CV no ne bejo ye front desk na komotwetwe de we eche ne no aba be di ntu wo hwemia na opesa position na why ne quick izanze da ho ehuru pika na onzo no waba be gene kama ba gwa guva mi wie
Kaku, Ayana, most at times, I don't like it when you're justified, no man. If I see a church, the beam as a dear seat, na a church. Kaku, sebi o tafrache. Obi a wakunipa, umana kunya so one church and in over church and in him.
Oh, when they order a cocoa to
be a bokro, no, wakofo, bisi kadesi kanyo, so two us in the so one of kinds of on church more, over church body amount. So I don't like it when people are trying to explain and want us to know how and what's the revenue is a
Emmanuel Dolagbanu.
Bagu, Onindi or Okaka.
Onindi Okase.
He says we should give him numbers.
Yeah, also man.
I can give him like 6 to 7 matches that referee decision. Ama give
Fagu.
Baby, any Go Stars ni Bechem United first game of the season. Busa Bechem for no. Or Medin Komori Achero. Bemau a Kotoko ni vision. Bobo Bisa referee a go against a club. Kwashasa matters no kotoko decisions ye betina adi munkobo kona kope hwe kope house of ne young apostles na no young apostles for no supporters edit video ba bonten kope kotoko ne young apostles penalty bia ya nyama young apostles ne ekodi ma kotoko ne aduana ko penalty ya nyama aduana has ne 11 wonders ko penalty ya nyama 11 wonders how many matches na maka wasem onim dia work kan onim and these are people they just come out to just ema nipa mufu kwa. Oh, money powerful kwa. It's because me who is he? Let me ask.
I want $1 only dollar.
That mean
oh, dollar.
One of the finest lines.
On your finest.
Those days in our war, was any old program here in you so near no, you was part of refugees now. Ne babe and church and the also dollar there top.
So when we are music can wear top. A friend no would enter a refugees. No more shadow no could debate. Sabi your phone I own could if he's a top referee. No be never be now catch race again to me name 3 matches. Na me tiama o 7 games are you not being hypocrite? What any problem?
Na say no.
Na say ne say dey.
Eto da nyabo.
To go with trebe.
Ti abra from.
Was 3 matches, mama was 7.
How ba no some example say. If you EPL na ye hwe no. Ye wo vow ho mo na boa referee no jam. But eto da itimi hwe ani ayi mistake bi. After game no na man su aba be ka so we mfonso na ye dey. Be mo fanche nti fa bebi no ya mo nsentwo fo no munya abotre kakra fa.
Ene kotoko fans na mo nko kwan poko na mo pa na cha say the who na who man who ni ye. Because Messi, Ronaldo, the strikers in the Premier League, my papa on the training to do almost 6 chances I can see it. In the Yanko Papa, Pukuacho. Young Paya supporters, natural say, Oko Europa, or more new member supporters to support to Timmy ye in the home to me, young poor matter. What is he talking about? Justify and say, Obu of Aubi, and your own could not partners here. Somebody, abrofo de va the game the va the hand ya kaza munkodi amote munkodi o pese odi bone a and you want to give excuses so pese odi bone a and na pese wo ye excuses I say wo ye obi a wo hu akola keto na ase na wo ye wakono o ya de be she bonsam ko bonsam ni kama fonti that is the same thing he is doing one fa va ma me ye excuse ye nya va okrum ha ye referees no kra mo ye ntimi ntua mo kai ye be pe va okrum ha na how many of your stadiums na okrum ha no ene ye wo like mbo why betimi nya va wo mu I was over cover asem se va ni ha na mo ye mistake se dia ene ye mpa supporters na chewo because okoi Europe ye wo nyoma de gu come ma supporters ntimi mo referees nti ha bi ni ha ntimi mo referees na mo wo mo is a good thing if that is what he's telling us. Sometimes you kind of crunch on no mo nsem no mo kan referees the games enye ne e kan o se ntimi ma 3 games mama o 7 games na mo ye nipa bone fo mo kan ho bi na mo mama for investment eco waste mo kan ho bi na man for be so mo ye football no for your top say mo ka kire me ne dia o ye nipa bone ni ana so be so be kan David I'm saying
nipa bone ni dia no
based on the waka no kwaku tie I stand by my word I stand by my word kwaku e ka so bi nipa bone
ni in contest not the personality
e relative based on the meeting ko no
nipa bone ni say
o say 3 matches kwa ntimi kan ma bo 7 matches on person o be kan no kre
7 matches be no
matches number 1 today
enye 7 matches
o e bro cry o
Simon was say Simon be
enye 7 matches
House of Folk ni Young Apostles
1
House of Folk ni
11 wonders 2
what's what enye incident say ba ku bia na ba
no incident a changing game the score line the 11 wonders
dem okay mo na ti ni de mo ye no ti asem na sambo no mu ti asem ba o kan e ni o so mo pestaresis no na mo fa o ti asem ni ko ba ti asem ni oh na as bad no na
the best officiating in the Ghana Premier League this year. And when journalists come out with this, I want them to back it with statistics. This is what I like. My work, they will tell you, Dollar, I don't believe in English. I believe in statistics. The English Premier League, as at week 10, week 12, how many VAR interventions have they had? This is journalists. Go and check. And then compare with how many controversial decisions that we have had in our league. You can't count more than 5. Those errors that we can establish that it is an error, we can't count more than 3. I am just putting this to you. Just go and check. You can't count more than.
You can't count more than 3.
House of Folk need 11 wonders. Maybe the 1 incident, but the penalty incident. Kotoko, and near Diana, maybe 2 incidents, and I said 3 incidents in the penalty incident. Somebody will tear player. No, Ablo, dear no. We have 3 incidents in that same game. Some attempts against Kotoko. Penalty incident.
Oh, Papa Ruku Biara. Size the nurse in the day now, open so chest.
As can come in. So I see you on.
No, that may say, then now, we chest the old so come.
Time now, I'm from referee, some your papa or your crew had the ball. Ah, you team called Africa. No, we no taking better decisions. What is he talking about? He should come again. When you're next 7 hours, nowadays you tackle people the way we are supposed to tackle them. You give them the way we are supposed to give them. Next 7 hours, Onyaka. And for so be a in football. If they are not ready to improve on their game, no one could Africa. Now, also here for the breakfast, yes,
why Mauritania you too.
Now you for Libya. What's it? You believe in statistics? Statistics, man. The statistics are could DIABY for Nibi. Could DIABY near us away idea.
Oh, Nazay referees, BBO.
Uncle DIABY.
Lions in Kokuma, remember Lions near Algeria 2, Angola 2, Benin 1, Cameroon 1, Congo 2, Congo and Casamance, DR Congo, Djibouti 1, DR Congo 2, Egypt 2, Gabon 2, Kenya 2, Lesotho 1, Madagascar 1, Mali 1, Morocco 2, Mozambique 2, Sao Tome and Principe, Senegal, South Africa, Togo, Tunisia, Sudan, Zambia, Omunina. Sorry, Cameroon for you too. Cameroon for you too.
Ghana Lions. No. To say lie your kasai. Kogu me name ne da. Matesi asi o try the way fi say. But I've not met him person as machine say that. But Udina Park no know we di boa. The way we see carry no ho. Eye no we play akana okuna ma fere.
He
That is how we want the referees
so
to
much
behave.
respect.
Not someone that will
Daniel
be able to when you know can't
respect.
simply. And these are the things they do in terms of respect to women.
Edwuma maso answer mo ye no kroma no me ade. Enye edwuma keto aba mo no. Mo ya madwe se bibi bia benya ho asemaka. Enye fine. De mo ye na enye o. Aye amombo ma ba so kakra. Because this season edwuma o ma ye no. Enya ade keto a. Edu na Daniel ayi.
Me share list and so ha video assistant referees no. So it means that I AFCON with Daniel ayi be concentrating much our center no. Oman say am fananka video assistant in who be. So send it to me so many matches not the
Enya be cheze o good referees.
There be make line because they now can also a top ba. Oh say. Ya ndabo de na check. Ya ndabo check because nyoma wa ye okroma. Ene Taufa and Kala almost born ball because of your Juma Yeni and TikTok here to 2 players if it. Tauko dear moi. Now your players like 15 now become someone cutting on Besson Bonchera. Ubena 10 of it because of a so ball double soccer academy. And it's because of what Openina, what he's put into the team and how he's been able to do the work. I mean, you are my to kind of say he's invested in himself. Whatever he's having now, no, I think that he deserves
a lot of connections.
President Osan Papa.
Double dear.
President. Osan Papa.
Double nipa. I can't be nipa.
Oh, double dear. We nipa bakwa.
I've been cast here for a reason.
Oh, double nipa. We nipa papa.
Well, sa uncle for now. Double no nam. Now ho chirewa. Unfiri ahochire no ma onko e.
That is how it's supposed to be.
Oh na.
Double boys the feelings are.
Double nipa.
First time na. Double there.
Come on for say na you. So I'm so my players no me ya.
My father for 0206 334747 0206 334747 0206 Ofra Waluwa TV set no. Me so kasa no so ma honte. Or name ni se ba bia nam na ye den a ma honte. Me ba first call Odini baby afrefi.
Hello, Abu.
Yaza. Hey, Ultras, meet you.
Any team will come as na say.
Asambana intimi nkadia jaima virus mo beti na kanenka me jai say ya na so mo se de o boni Ghana referee se di ni krom ha no woni ma e bia won shadan Ghana league no me sem koto se ye bokromfo me e bu Ghana referee am bu Ghana referee ja kromfo
Ira I will say that yes o ko bu referee kuma
Although God to say I'm from one
because asem na aka na mu edin ade bone be nko a ma me na me fa foforo be ba cho die ne baby afrefi be ba cho ma ne so kakra ma me why be ba cho mi ti ominia
oh senior mo mbo na fi about no mo ya di ya Africa no go ni ade kutu be ni go no mo ya di
Mate.
More sometimes more the citizens teams now supporting us. I'm going man we should be against the they could get in the amount count and you I just said it's come out. Oh. Everything no more ya. I'm going
Mate, mama fa. Baba Jo di ani baby afrefi. Ya udini baby afrefi. Baba Jo mi di o.
Me do ase. The American say me do my password na pa mo ye. Na American dey okasa twa mu kakrai no. Na okasa dey na panel ke di kasa. Mo so no. But our brother me ni gin ho taku. But okasa okai pimpin na omunyira ya de. Na nse do kana fam me di ho na pa so. Na referee no mo mo say oye di be kini bi we di and from so but if you on my hand the clear omo ebo mo made nti mi da was mo go so ni leg ma pa mo yo ya bisam
Hello call Atemenka.
champion ABOU DIABY.
Hey, Ogoro, Sampa Boko there.
Oh, senior Sampa Boko, Maminchia, Patati, Adekunana, Mama Bapu, Fat Manya Mishra. Senior Yamo, Asma, the Ghana Sabaku. From Timichi Bayan, the term 3 goes to 1, Yatete, Ateta, boys, Ninya, come afar. Other senior, yeah, the best every person you coach, you know. In fact, now, quite a much to say 3 goes to the senior, I know. Tell us to be on all your name, why I'm dropping. I think they're on to nobody. You be ever say, and yet, Chelsea, and that Yanam for say, it's your body down, as a friend, senior, on to nobody. I'm checking empty, and about quiet for dinner, from a checker, and my ABOU DIABY.
Ogoro Mate, Ozuni Amentra, Udiani baby Afrefi.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, look, my
yeah.
Good
meet you.
Bojo, referee with the AFCON, with your client.
All the referees are AFCON on my day.
I'm with the AFCON.
Yeah.
With your client.
Okoye Jumantu. Ubechi, Obuchi Omoka.
Ghana, Robotum, 1 will be by 1 billion. Referee died 1 billion. And the catcher referee, you were taken up on what this capital that we should for I could have said.
Oh, Mate, Mamma and I'm far from. About all dear baby Afrefi. Yeah, Kwagu, meet you.
The Masinga no family of Angana understand. ABOU yes, oh, yeah, Ricardo, no kind of the Ghana and Pano. I did yes, and now you show now, oh, may I comment it. Yes, sir, what will be at the end of the come and enter. One can say, small refugee case, and yet, and so, who nearly can't, woman and can't. We have reached a product the battery and the budget. And so Ghana, which I hope was no man in Sasu, the born through. Yes, Rawada, and no more near Namonian or can't be just Ghana from me. Ghana is in Amazon. So, Chrononquan, the Ebono may. Yes, Rawada, that must come in Cabonet.
Matozuni Yamentra, about your dear baby Afrefi. Hello? Yeah, Udini baby Afrefi. Yeah, Udini baby Afrefi, me pacho. Yeah, Meza. Yep.
Melo, Ghana Premier League, you know, it was the DIABY because me over so be I was so fair about Ghana Premier League. Premier League, I need stadium. Premier League, you buy refugee. It's a keep guys near the you know. Premier League, now I was the DIABY Okrumwa. So, now Ghana had the book. Ghana came in for enough. And Pasubi and so.
Mate, better say, Mamma Fa, Bakum, but oh, dear baby Afrefi. But I also Casavi. But Pacho meet you.
Now, well, last summer, supporters, I have been with Hoppa, Chelsea, who could do a Parker. One area, Manu.
But I was saying to hear that I come to who be any why. Oyoko. Mamma Fa. Yeah, Udiani baby Afrefi. Yeah, good evening, sir. Me who ya now so e? Mate, ya na wa chapter kwa fo nyina me, ma me fa ba ku twato. Be ba jo di any baby Afrefi. Oh, producers who are upon ya there. Well, Ross, as I mean, Yama on Casa.
So, when I call myself, I call myself, so be ya.
Adabi me so dey me referees no. Adwuma na omo bon no.
Go for 11 that qualify, but we need 4-2 on penalties.
Elwe so kura ya tima sa win 90 minutes.
What's over with you?
Majo, ya bro, we so kura tima win 90 minutes.
Tamale City so share Brekum City 2-1.
On this ya bro. Abre, but was a standing game is cause there ya share say 5-4-7-1.
Oh, him.
Division 1.
Match man.
Me TV bisa. But we are called
Venture T for near for. They are the people that of Tienda. Tuna na bi ho a abi betima kone na mu aba obesan ba adwuma betima ko beba big brother be kwa kone na mu obesan ba nti ye do mase e do mu ntia e no mu nkoso no mu follow ye no mu hey e bia amfama ye but mu follow ye social media no platforms
yeah
very important
ele no hu hia pa but I mean chia big games me say BJ me so let them have a talk why BJ
I said now was a barrister baby and then say for him yes yeah for him
and that's the crazy do
yeah na presido
so for him there is a Saturday be over excuses be man
o say unu ade say ne dey see
na why man kaza me check in o
sentina me so
Saturday we
kakra wala yi we why you oh me kakra wala boys na o ba je ti o
Saturday can for him at ha o tell na go na nka
o surprise ayi be aweku be
so we the abeku is abeku nka more surprises for him surprise heavy too much
there one pay yambo ocha and pa Ricardo ne me man beba na e wiare ase atransisi ana ya to aso etimi ere amamo ne ze enuti na ya wo da bia pon amekai wo go friend ya wacha afa
Portugal for no so still 1-0 ka be 8 minutes no map
there one pay obi anu we there obi bia asnyame show bia